Every March, 68 teams fill the NCAA tournament bracket, hoping to have those shining moments that will lead to the Final Four. Today in Oklahoma City, the Vanderbilt Commodores begin their journey in the 2026 bracket, taking on a dangerous McNeese team in the first round. The Doors and the Cowboys on the big stage of the Big Dance. Great to have you with us. Paycom Center in Oklahoma City. Kevin Ingram and Tim Thompson. Our Mid-South Ford starting lineups. McNeese, they're 28-5. Won the Southland. They've won 15 straight. Javon Garcia, Garway Dual, Larry Johnson, Jarrell Colbert, and Tyshawn Archie. The coach is Bill Armstrong in his first season. Vanderbilt coached by Mark Byington in year number 2, 14th year overall with 266 wins. The Commodores at 26-8. Number 5 seed in this region, Duke Miles, Tyler Tanner, Tyler Nickel, A.K.O. Cherokee, and Devin McLaughlin are Mid-South Ford starting lineups. Tim, a quick key or two to the game as we get ready for tip-off.
Well, I think what we have to do against the McNeese State press, we have to break that press. We're going to get easy looks if we can break the press, and I think our guards can do that.
Our keys to the game brought to you by First Bank. Our entry update brought to you by Vanderbilt Sports Medicine. Everybody for the Commodores, good to go. Vanderbilt white throwback uniforms with black trim. McNeese blue uniforms trimmed in gold and white. Our officials, Roger Ayers, Brooks Wells, and Lucas Santos. Ready for tip-off. NCAA Tournament 2026 for the Commodores. It is McLaughlin and Colbert to jump it. Ball's in the air. Tipped, controlled by the Commodores. Vanderbilt right to left as we view it. We're across from the Vanderbilt bench. Near midcourt. And it is Tyler Tanner playing the point for the Commodores. Up top of the basketball. Moves in a couple paces. Plays right to Nickel. Shot it well from 3 in the SEC final against Arkansas. Deep left side, Miles puts him on the floor. Pulls up. Long one from 3. No good. Off the front rim. Rebound goes to Garcia for McNeese.
Well, McNeese is going to switch everything on the perimeter, so we have to be ready to slip the screens and get to the basket.
Outside with the ball, Dual. Okereke looking around for a screen. Dual goes left in the paint, trying to finish, put it up. Blocked from behind. Okereke got a piece of it. Race on for the loose ball. Tanner has it. Vanderbilt in transition. Tanner to the left. Goes to Miles. Now to Nickel. Shot fake from 3. Pulls up. Right side. Launches. No good. Backside rebound. Dual for the Cowboys.
And I thought Tyler Nickel had a wide open 3. He put it on the deck. Larry Johnson, a really, really good player here from McNeese State.
Yeah, he is a very nice freshman. He was freshman of the year in the Southland Conference. Johnson has it, goes up top, caught by Archie. Archie pulls up in the paint, floats and hits. And the first 2 of the day go to McNeese. Vanderbilt facing a little pressure, no difficulty. Tanner might have got fouled. Drives in the lane, kicks it out right side. Now Miles straight away. Shot fake, drives left side, bounce off inside. McLaughlin put it up. I thought he got fouled. Out of bounds, going to stay with Vanderbilt, and 18 to shoot.
Well, once again, Duke Miles had a wide open 3, kind of head fake, took it in, and I thought McLaughlin got fouled from behind.
Vanderbilt will inbounds, baseline right. Minute and a half played, 2-0. McNeese in front. Tanner lobs in, Okereke on the right. AK pressured outside with Archie guarding. Cherokee skips it left, jumping up to catch Tanner. 3 on its way, no good. Backside, chasing down the rebound. Nickel saves it into a Cherokee. In the paint, Tanner streaking to the basket, puts it up off the window and scores. And a foul. Vanderbilt ties the game, and Tanner gets one at the strike.
Well, give Tyler Nickel a lot of credit on that missed shot. He ran that basketball down on the baseline, and then that's the first foul on Larry Johnson. The one thing, if you can get him on the bench, now McNeese State becomes a different basketball team.
Well, Tyler Tanner, fantastic in the SEC tournament, all-tournament team, 19 points per game to go with 3 rebounds and a team-high 5 assists. 85% from the season from the foul stripe for the sophomore from Brentwood, Tennessee. A couple honorable mention All-America honors this week leading into the tournament, and hits the free throw. Commodores 3, Cowboys 2. Played a minute and a half here in Oklahoma City. Now some Vanderbilt pressure. Dual throws it in and gets it back. He works it up, left to right, guarded by Miles. Vanderbilt man-to-man defense. Dual outside. Backs off near the midcourt stripe. Continues on the dribble. Finds Johnson with a short pass. Johnson driving on a Cherokee. Hooks in. Put up a shot short. Well defended. McLaughlin comes away with a rebound.
Well, the one thing you like is Okereke at 6'8" is guarding Johnson at 6'4".
Outside, Miles sends it to the right. Shot fake. Tanner pulls up. Now goes to the left. To the corner. Nickel 3. No good. McLaughlin tips a rebound, knocked outside, transition for McNeese. They hit ahead, Archie falling down, block foul called on Tanner.
Well, a wide open look by Tyler Nickel that time. Duke Miles makes the extra pass to the baseline right there. Tyler Nickel's got to knock that shot down.
Slow start for Vanderbilt from three-point land, 0 for 4 and 1 for 5 overall. Commodores lead 3-2, play just over 2 minutes. Left baseline entry for Garway Dual. We saw him at Seton Hall when Vanderbilt played the Pirates at tournament in Charleston last year. Dribbling left corner, Dual. McLaughlin now has him on a switch. Post entry. They go down low, backing in, jumping to a stop. Now to Johnson, right side for a three. It's good.
Well, he shoots 27% from the three-point line, but that looked like a much better rotation on the shot than you see a 27% free throw or a three-point shooter.
They went inside out, and Colbert made a nice pass. Now deflected out of the hands of Tanner out of play by Javon Garcia, who has 51 steals in the season. 5-3, McNeese leading Vanderbilt. There's still a lot of Nebraska fans in this building. They filled this place for the first game, and they were very loud supporting their team against Troy, and you figure they're probably rooting for McNeese here. Tanner outside, McLaughlin for a screen. Slow dribble by TT up top. Crossing over. Outside, deflected. It's out of bounds. So Okereke touched it last. It was Larry Johnson for McNeese getting a hand on it, then it went off the fingertips of Okereke. Vanderbilt turns it over.
The one thing you don't want to do, Kevin, is you don't want to give McNeese State some confidence here early in the game.
Almost 3 minutes in. They lead 5-3. Number 3, Garway Dual. Sideways into the front court, guarded by Miles. Hard screen. Dual continues down the left side, streaking to the basketball out of control. That's a travel, it looked like. Going to call a foul on Vanderbilt. It'll be on Miles, his first, team second.
Well, that's what I've talked about. You got to play defense, square up on guys, and not foul.
It's a very quick McNeese team. They're not very big, but quick hands, lots of steals. They can turn those into points. The offensive end, they want to drive you into the corner. Launching three, good again. It was Archie this time. A 2 and a 3 for the junior from Houston. Fast start for McNeese, 8-3. Down court, almost intercepted, but it goes to Glock. And Devin McLaughlin hammers it for 2.
Man, I thought Colbert had that intercepted right there.
It's holding my breath as that pass is headed down there. 8-5. Stops a little drought for Vanderbilt. Commodores down by 3. 3.5 played. Outside Archie on the dribble for McNeese. He goes to Colbert outside. Got to hand it off. Garcia trying to work against Nickel. Down the right lane line. Lays it up on the glass. Left it short. Tipped to the baseline. Saved in. It goes out to Johnson. Nice play by Colbert. Johnson falling down. Lost the handle. Okereke trying to get it. Wrestle it away. Ball rolls out of play. McNeese keeps it with 13 on the timer.
Well, Johnson really doesn't want to shoot the three. He'd rather take the basketball, put it on the deck, and go to the rim.
Dual will slide over to throw it in right at the basket. Roger Ayers hands him the ball. Going to fire it other side of midcourt. Tanner trying to knock it down, but retrieved. Now to the left side. 3, Johnson again. Good again. Hot from three-point land. Larry Johnson's hit twice. McNeese leading Vanderbilt 11-5. They get a steal and a layup. There was Dual to score. Fast start for the Cowboys, up 12-5. Timeout, Mark Byington.
Well, that just was lack of paying attention right there. Duke Miles got the basketball inbounds and just wasn't prepared for the press.
We will take a break. 16:06 to play first half. See if the Commodores can regather a bit here. McNeese out of the gates quickly, leading 12-5. Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
Martin and Zerfoss believes that insurance is the foundation upon which businesses and families build their futures. For over 45 years, our locally owned agency has worked with companies and individuals to build coverage that helps lower their risks. For all personal, commercial, risk management, and group benefits, call Martin and Zerfoss at 615-297-8500 or visit mzinsurance.com. Insuring Vandy fans since 1978.
Hey, Commodore fans, the Holiday Inn West End Vanderbilt is your headquarters for week-long entertainment. Stop by the Commodore Grill and enjoy live music from some of Nashville's best songwriters from 6 to 10 p.m., 7 nights a week. Grab a cup of Bongo Java from our coffee bar Brew to start your morning. Brew is in the main lobby. The Holiday Inn West End Vanderbilt, just walking distance from the stadium. The game starts here.
Early timeout here. Vanderbilt trailing McNeese 12-5, 16:06 to play in the first half. This broadcast of the NCAA Division I Men's Basketball Championship is authorized under broadcast rights granted by the NCAA through Westwood One. It's intended solely for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any reproduction, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the NCAA and Westwood One is strictly prohibited. And Vanderbilt basketball is brought to you by our good friends Our local 615 partners, their continued support. Let's do our part in supporting those who support us and shop local. Our coach interviews brought to you by Pepsi, made for basketball watching. Pepsi, the official soft drink of Vanderbilt University. But Tim, we talked coming in, Vanderbilt has to be solid with the ball. You know you're going to get pressed. You can't throw passes that allow them to get takeaways and easy twos.
Well, we have 2 turnovers early, and you look at the shooting percentages. McNeese State's 5 of 8. They're 3 of 3 from the three-point line. We're 2 for 6, 0 for 4 from the three-point line, and our three-point shots have been really uncontested. We've had some good looks.
Knock those in, and the score is a little bit different. But as it is, 12-5, McNeese ahead. Vanderbilt buckets from Devin McLaughlin and Tyler Tanner on a three-point play. Chandler Bing checking into the lineup, the outstanding freshman from Atlanta at 6'5". Played all 34 games, 3 points and 1 rebound, his averages. He joins Miles and Nickel and Tanner in the Vanderbilt lineup, and McLaughlin. So I think they took away one of the three-pointers for McNeese.
Well, now, what they're doing right here, this is a three-quarter court press. Now, they want to get you across half court, and then they're going to trap you right across half court.
Bing, right at midcourt, almost lost the ball. Able to regather, knocked away, saves in Tanner. Nope, he didn't. It's out of bounds. They really pressure.
And they wait on you to go across half court, and then they try to trap you. You got to take the basketball. You got to pass the basketball across half court. You cannot dribble it.
Well, the timeout comes with 15:56 to play in the first half. This will be the media break, so we'll take it as well. McNeese leading Vanderbilt in the first half, 12-5 on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
Mr. Commodore, better known as Mr. C by the black and gold. He commands the court, brings spirit to the Memorial Maniacs, and leads the team to anchor down. Ford also has a fan favorite, Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 49 years straight. Drive F-150, proud sponsor of the Commodores at your Tennessee Ford dealer. Based on 1977 to 2025 total sales.
This responsible gaming message is brought to you by the Tennessee Lottery. When you play the lottery, it's important to play responsibly. Know your limit and spend only what you can afford. Set a budget and stick to it. And remember, as long as you're having fun, you're always a winner in our book. The Tennessee Lottery is a proud supporter of National Problem Gambling Awareness Month. To learn more about problem gambling resources, visit tnlottery.com.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
This is head coach Mark Byington, and this is Vanderbilt basketball. Go Doors.
Well, Mark Byington's team playing here in the NCAA tournament as a 5 seed against McNeese, the number 12 in the South region, and McNeese leads early 12-5, 15:56 to play in the first half. Again, Vanderbilt basketball brought to you by Pepsi. It is made for basketball watching. Pepsi, the official soft drink of Vanderbilt University. And by First Bank, money talks and now it cheers. Vanderbilt debit cards and First Bank allow you to bank on the doors every time you pay. First Bank, carry Commodore pride, bank local, and get more. Member FDIC. Tim, 3 turnovers by Vanderbilt, leading to 5 points already for McNeese.
Well, that's the one thing that we talked about earlier is that you can't turn the basketball over against a team like McNeese State. That's what they thrive on. They thrive on getting their offense off turnovers. And what you have to do against their press, especially when they set it up at the half court, you got to take the basketball to half court. Don't go across the half court line. Set up and survey the defense right there. You dribble across half court. Now they slap the double team on you. They have the half court and the sideline, and then it's almost like a triple team. So you got to be careful when you take it against their press right here.
Vanderbilt stays with its same lineup coming out of the timeout of Miles and Tanner, as well as Bing and Nickel and McLaughlin. It will be McNeese ball to throw it in. Left sideline, right at midcourt. Garcia to trigger.
And McNeese, they've come ready to play. I'm telling you right now.
And they're going to call a timeout. They could not find anybody to throw the ball into. Vanderbilt with some good pressure, and Coach Bill Armstrong says, give us a 30-second TO.
So it's a 30-second TO right here. And again, Vanderbilt's going to just have to readjust here a little bit and understand that it's going to be full court pressure. It's going to be half court pressure. And the way they attack it, you've got to do it with the pass as opposed to the dribble.
McNeese, as we mentioned, they won the Southland Conference Championship, beat QT Rio Grande Valley in the semifinals 84-80 in 3 overtimes, and they knocked off the number 1 seed Stephen F. Austin in the championship last Wednesday, 76-59. They're 28 wins, their second most in their D1 history. They won 30 just a couple seasons ago. They have been red hot. Long winning streak of 15 games, and their 3rd straight NCAA tournament. They knocked out Clemson in a 12-5 matchup last year, so see if Vanderbilt get things turned back around here early on, 12-5. Tyshawn Archie will work it up against Tanner. McNeese just now arriving front court. Archie hit the gas, puts on the brakes. Outside goes to Johnson. Well behind the three-point line. A screen, Vanderbilt hedged to the right wing. Garcia. Nickel gives him a little space. Garcia outside. McLaughlin flies out to pick him up for a moment. Garcia at the free throw line, shoots a jumper and hits. They stay red hot early. That is 6 out of 9. And 14-5 is the advantage for McNeese. Nickel trying to attack. Jumps to a stop. Back cut goes to Big, but Nickel traveled. And Vanderbilt turns it over again. That is 4.
Well, we did a good job of passing the basketball across half court, but we got to be more patient in our half court offense.
McNeese shooting it well and making Vanderbilt pay for turnovers on a 6-0 run and leading by 9. Johnson on the left. Bing guarding. Pulls up. Long 2. Good. McNeese hitting everything they're throwing up right now. 8 already for Johnson. They lead 16-5. Zone pressure for the Cowboys. Ahead it goes. Nickel for Miles. Vanderbilt just needs to put something on the board. 8-0 run for the Cowboys. Vanderbilt led 5-0, or 5-4, I should say. Outside McLaughlin, wide pass. Nickel on the right. Sends it across. Tanner going to put it on the floor. Tanner out at the arc. Slides the pass to Bing. Back to Tanner. 4 to shoot. TT steps back. Launches a 3. It's no good. Hard off the heel. Long rebound. McNeese got it. They're on the run with Johnson. He moves into Tanner. Try to throw up a wild shot. And that's going to be a travel called on the Cowboys. It'll be Jalen Washington to enter for Vanderbilt, the 6'10 senior from Gary, Indiana, 9 points and 5 rebounds per game. And McNeese sends on another of their veteran players, DJ Richards. He's a 6'4 senior from Houston.
Well, again, they're going to do this half-court press. And what you're going to have to do is you're going to dribble the basketball to the half court. And then a guy like Tyler Nickel needs to fade to the baseline right there, and he's going to get a wide-open look.
14:33 to play, first half. McNeese 16, Vanderbilt 5. Tanner, patient against the press, goes to Bing. Chandler at midcourt. He threw it off the foot of a McNeese player. That was Garcia kicking it out of play. Vanderbilt will throw it in with 23 on the shot clock. Nickel, left sideline to Tanner, the safety man. See if the Commodores can run their stuff. Get a good look here. Tanner outside. Tanner stops, leans in, nothing there. Bounce outside. Duke Miles. 10 on the shot clock. Miles driving on Dual. Right corner, a catch and release. Tanner for 3. Write it down.
Nice penetration that time by Duke Miles. If you're just patient in a half court, you're going to get a look.
16-8. Vanderbilt stops the 14-2 run for McNeese. Outside, Dual trying to make his way in. Contact with Tanner to the left corner. Finds Garcia. Dual again, rises up. He takes a 3. That one's good. Goodness.
They're hitting everything.
They are hitting everything. 3 out of 3 from distance. 8 of 11 overall. 19-8. Long down court pass. Goes to Washington. Finds Bing. Trying to power it up. Puts it up and scores. Took a bump and stuck it home.
Well, if you pass the basketball long like that, you're going to get numbers going to the rim. Now you got to start playing half-court defense.
19-10. McNeese in front. They drive. They lob. It went off the fingertips of Paytok Machar, who is in. It'll stay with McNeese. Vanderbilt touched it last as it went beyond the left baseline. He's a 6'10 sophomore from Australia. A.K. Okereke re-enters for Vanderbilt. Commodores go a bit bigger with Miles checking out. Left baseline entry, 21 on the timer for the Cowboys. Dual tucks in the jersey, and his teammate DJ Richards does the same. Lucas Santos hands him the ball, and it goes in play. Left corner, long one up, no good. They finally missed one from 3, and Bing got the rebound after the miss by Archie. Vanderbilt going the other way quickly. Tanner bounces. Bing lays it up. Left it short. Rebound knocked down. Out of bounds. It's Vanderbilt's. You had rebounders there, including Washington and Bing. Commodores got a new 20 on the timer.
Well, and that's what you have to do. Miss shots like that. If you push the tempo, you're going to get open looks.
Right baseline for Tanner. Looking, bouncing. Washington slamming. Nicely executed inbounds play, and Jay Wash throws it down, 19-12. Commodores trying to stabilize after falling behind double figures early. We got 13 to play in the first half. McNeese with Dual playing the point. Okereke on him. Slides the pass to Machar out of midcourt. Hands it off. Garcia. Bing guarding. Garcia driving in close. Puts on the brakes. Shot fake. Put it up. Block. Bing. Vanderbilt trying to get to the loose ball. Okereke grabs it. AK moves it ahead. Tanner right sideline. Vanderbilt has numbers. Tanner trying to bounce a pass. It was maybe kicked by McNeese, and they got a takeaway. Left corner shot fake. Garcia, they bring it out and run their offense. It goes to Dual. 12.5 to go in the first half. Vanderbilt down by 7. It's 19-12. Dual outside. Goes left off a couple screens. Drives in and scores. That was too easy. It opened up on the left side, and Dual got to the basket.
Well, you got to get weak side help on that penetration right there.
Pressure comes after a make. 21-12. Vanderbilt in front. Commodores rush it down the court. Okereke on the right goes to Tanner. Thought he might turn into a three. Dribbles instead with Dual coming out to defend. Tanner going down toward the baseline. He got the whistle. Reach foul called on Dual. That is the first for him and the second for McNeese. Cowboys lead the Commodores 21-12 with 12 minutes to play in half number 1. We'll take a break on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from near field.
At First Bank, we've always been Vandy fans. And as the official bank of Vanderbilt Athletics, we're also teammates helping cheer on the Doors together. We're proud to add Commodore Pride to your wallet with our official Vanderbilt debit cards. Anchor down when you pay with Vanderbilt debit cards from First Bank. When 2 historic Tennessee teams join together, you get even more ways to bank on the Doors. Bank local, get more. First Bank, member FDIC.
You're listening to Vanderbilt basketball in the NCAA tournament. Back to the Paycom Center in 60 seconds.
The roof over your head does more than protect your house. It protects the people you love most. At Ostermiller, we understand that. Whether it's a small repair or a brand new roof, we treat every project like it's our own home. Local, reliable, and always here when you need us. Because peace of mind starts at the top. Ostermiller, we're raising the standard in roofing.
The Donut Den is proud to serve fresh baked items in and around Nashville. Start your day with sunshine by visiting their location on Hillsborough Pike and enjoy some of their delicious items like donuts, pastries, muffins, croissant donuts, fritters, fresh brewed coffee, and more. All items are baked fresh daily on site. To start your day off with sunshine, make sure to visit the Donut Den at 3900 Hillsborough Pike or call 385-1021. That's 385-1021. The Donut Den, proud to serve Nashville.
Hot shooting by McNeese. They lead Vanderbilt 21-12 in this opening round game in the NCAA tournament for 2026. Kevin Ingram and Tim Thompson here at the Paycom Center in Oklahoma City. Vanderbilt basketball brought to you by Vanderbilt Health, the exclusive healthcare provider of Vanderbilt Athletics. McNeese 9 out of 14, 3 of 4 from 3. Vanderbilt 5 of 11, 1 out of 6 from distance. Had some good looks from 3, not really knocking him in just yet. Tanner has made the only 3 ball, but Tim, really the number that you watch. 5 turnovers for Vanderbilt, leading to 11 points for the Cowboys.
Well, that's what I've got highlighted on the stat sheet right here. And, you can't turn the basketball over because what that does is it generates offense for McNeese State. They struggle a little bit in their half court. Now, they've been shooting the basketball well, 9 of 14. We got to play better half court defense as well.
Well, we'll look at the Vanderbilt lineup coming out of the timeout. First rest for Tyler Tanner. Duke Miles to go with Chandler Bing, Tyler Nickel, A.K. Okereke, and Jalen Washington.
It's going to be Vanderbilt's basketball on our baseline.
Dual call for the foul. They have Jacob Fredson Cole in the game. He played at Oklahoma, 6'7", redshirt freshman from Houston. Part of their program anyway. What are their bigger lineups they can put on the floor? Right baseline, bounce pass into a Okereke for Miles. Up top, Nickel, got to look. Three, got it.
There you go. Get him going a little bit now.
Nickel
really nice play.
From three-point land. Coming out of the timeout. Execute the play to perfection for a three. 21-15, Commodores down 6. Under 12 first half. Dual playing the point. Guarded by Bing. Talked to him yesterday. Said he really has fun with those matchups against the other team's top players. Step back. Johnson straight away. Pumps up a three. Missed badly to the left. It came off to McNeese. They tried to put it back up with Richards getting the rebound. Washington jumped in to tie it up for Vanderbilt. McNeese continues with 18 to shoot. They have
what
the
you
arrow.
got to do right there now, you got to be able to rebound the basketball on the defensive end on missed shots.
Garway Dual steps over left to the basket to enter. Lob in, Fresden Cole with a catch, guarded by Nickel. Handoff Dual comes out to play the point. Now goes to the left corner. Cole trying to go baseline, flips it back outside, jumping up Dual to catch with 9 to shoot. Dual steps back long, 2, air ball. Washington looking to dig it out, and he finds Okereke with a pass along the baseline. Hit ahead down court, it is Bing. Down to Miles in the right wing. Okereke to Nickel. Tyler has his dribble. McNeese switches. Now it's Miles using the Washington screen. Duke stops, leans in, trying to find a teammate. Bounce pass Okereke. Reels it in and is fouled by Fredson Cole on a reach.
Well, we're being more patient in our half-court offense and setting better screens to get people open.
First foul for the 6'7" Jacob Fredson Cole, and the third of the half for McNeese. Vanderbilt gets a fresh 20 on the shot clock with 11 to play in the first half, down by 6.
Well, this is another one where you look for Tyler Nickel. Maybe set the solid screen by Okereke and get him another three-point look on the inbounds play.
Yeah, I saw him pop out up top in the last inbounds play and get a good look. Nickel trying to get open. This time, Washington in the paint. Sandwiched by defenders, put up a shot. It was blocked. Now they pitch it outside after it was rescued by Miles. Nickel moved in. Miles retrieves a pass, shoots a three. No good. Hard off the heel, long rebound to McNeese. Richards waits for his teammates. Johnson stops the dribble, goes to Dual. Right side. 21-15 the count. Commodores trail by 6. Got 10.5 to go in the first half. Dual trying to drive to the right corner. Cole tees up a three. Good. He had gone 4 out of 36 on the season. Jacob Fredson Cole hits to make it 24-15. Miles stops just short of midcourt. Now advances into the offensive court. Bullet pass left side. Nickel puts it on the floor. T-Neck dribbles out to the logo. Lobs to Washington up top. Jay Wash hands it off. Here's Miles looking to probe. Backs away. 8 on the shot clock. Miles now going to work. Hard screen. A foul on Washington.
Yeah, he just wasn't set right there, and that was the right call.
First for Jay Wash, 3 for Vanderbilt. McNeese gets it on the foul and turnover. 10:04 to play in the first half. Here comes McLaughlin and Tanner to replace Washington and Nickel for the Commodores. McNeese ahead, 24-15.
You look at a guy that doesn't shoot the basketball very well from three-point shot, and they're just making everything from the perimeter.
4 out of 6 from 3. The team that shoots 31% on the season makes 6 per game. Low dribble by Dual. Tanner guarding him closely out near midcourt. Dual slides to the left on the dribble with 15 to shoot. Dual driving to the left corner. Turned away baseline. Johnson got it back to Dual. Into the lane. Fires a high pass. Cole catches. He moves into the lane with the right. Put it up. Blocked by Okereke. They got it back, though. Up top. Dual for 3. No good. Good box out. McLaughlin got the rebound.
And now you got to push it.
Down court. Tanner on a great pass. Flips up a shot. No good. Foul called on McNeese. And TT gets free throws. The foul whistled against Richards. That was a great down court pass.
Well, that shows you what you can do if you play solid half-court defense right there and you rebound the basketball. McNeese State's sending 4 to 5 guys to the offensive glass every time you pull the rebound. You're going to get a look.
Vanderbilt on a 2.5-minute drought since the three-pointer by Tyler Nickel. Down 24-15 and Tanner at the stripe for 2. Set the Vanderbilt season record for steals at the SEC tournament. Went over the previous best of 77, set by James Strong. Had 81 entering today's play. First free throws up and good. Also has gone over 650 points. The most by a sophomore in Vanderbilt history, and top 10 in Commodore history for a single season for anybody. Free throw number 2 pops out no good. A rare miss at the stripe. McNeese has the rebound. 24-16. Vanderbilt trails. 9:23 to go in the first half. To Johnson, well behind the three-point arc on the right. Double screens. He slides to the left, stops at the top of the key. To Cole. Now outside. Johnson against Okereke. Stops, steps back. Elbow jumper. No good. Missed to the left. Tipped outside. Johnson got it. Now he slashes and lays it up. Missed again. Batted down. Miles has the rebound, but I think a foul on McLaughlin. Goodness. Glock calling for his first and the team's fourth. Vanderbilt had it going the other way. Instead, it's going to be out of bounds to McNeese.
Well, you're not going to beat teams if you give up offensive rebounds like that. You got to pull defensive rebounds.
5 offensive rebounds for McNeese. They have only converted those into 2 points so far. Get another chance here. Lobbed in. Almost a turnover. Colbert is back in and he rescued. Archie dribbles outside. One-hand delivery on the wing. Fredson Cole. Gets it back to Archie, trying to go baseline. He shoved off Tanner, takes a jumper, it's no good. Okereke hanging on to the rebound. He got pushed out of bounds. Foul called on McNeese. He gave it to Colbert.
So you're going to get this press again. What they do is they set one guy up at the free throw line, and they set 3 guys at half court. Now you got to pass the basketball.
Vanderbilt works against the press. Okereke from Tanner. Lobs it over to Miles on the left. He stops and takes a 3. No good. Long rebound comes off to McNeese. 1 and done for Vanderbilt. Head ahead is Garcia, left side. Bing out to pressure. Archie with the catch. They lead by 8 with 8.5 to go in the first half. Vanderbilt needs to get going here. To the right corner. Cole, a shot fake from 3. Against Okereke. High dribble. Pounds it on the floor. Turns baseline. Shoots a fadeaway. Drops it in. They are absolutely on fire in this first half. Got 8:10 to go. That extends their lead back to 10, 26-16. Vanderbilt breaks the pressure, no trouble. Okereke sees the lane, goes to McLaughlin, power dribble, and scores.
And that's what you got to do. After the second pass, you got to attack the middle of the court.
Start getting some stops here. Down 26-18, we're under 8 to go. Half number 1. Archie outside for the Cowboys. Tracked by Tanner. Left sideline, Archie up top. Slides it on a screen roll. Johnson in the right corner. Jumps up to catch. Drives instead. Put up a wild shot. No good. Okereke claims the rebound.
And now you got to push it. You got numbers if you go.
AK point forward to the left side. It's Tanner. Tanner slashes in the lane. Stops right side. Puts up a short jumper. No good. Got knocked down. Okereke claims the rebound. Pinned under the goal. Trying to find a teammate. Flips it outside into the hands of Tanner. TT to Miles. Miles trying to spin away from Archie out at the perimeter. Now driving, Miles fakes, got around his defender, scoops and scores. That's the old Duke Miles we know. 26-20, Commodores trim it to 6. 7:08 to go in the first half. Immediate break, next whistle. Archie outside for a McNeese team. It feels like they're shooting better than 45%. 4-7 from 3. Handoff, Garcia against Miles. Garcia, a little out of control dribbling. He hooked Miles, put it up off the glass, left it short, knocked down out of play. Knocked down along the baseline. I think it's going to be a foul on Vanderbilt.
I think they called it on Duke Miles.
It will be number 2 for foul number 2. Team foul number 5 and the media timeout with 6:48 to go in the first half. Jonah checks out the bracket, see what's going on when we come back. 26-20, Commodores trailing McNeese State. First round of the NCAA tournament. Be right back on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey, Commodore fans, the Holiday Inn West End Vanderbilt is your headquarters for week-long entertainment. Stop by the Commodore Grill and enjoy live music from some of Nashville's best songwriters from 6 to 10 p.m., 7 nights a week. Grab a cup of Bongo Java from our coffee bar Brew to start your morning. Brew is in the main lobby. The Holiday Inn West End Vanderbilt, just walking distance from the stadium. The game starts here.
Martin and Zerfoss believes that insurance is the foundation upon which businesses and families build their futures. For over 45 years, our locally owned agency has worked with companies and individuals to build coverage that helps lower their risks. For all personal, commercial, risk management, and group benefits, call Martin and Zerfoss at 615-297-8500 or visit mzinsurance.com. Insuring Vandy fans since 1978.
Kentucky is a place where business is fast, but the pace of life is just right. By working together, we've moved forward towards a brighter future. Now, we're looking at a new Kentucky, where good jobs and a good life are possible for everyone. Y'all interested? We don't blame you. See why our new Kentucky home is the best place to do business and live a good life at newkentuckyhome.ky.gov.
Hey, this is Nate Bargatze, and you are listening to Commodore Basketball on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield. Anchor down.
Welcome into the Learfield Network studios, where we have a big-time update in the first round of the West region between number 5 Wisconsin and 12 seed High Point. The Badgers just missed a shot down one. High Point shooting free throws. It's 83-82 with less than 2 seconds left between the Panthers and the Badgers. So it looks like we may be on the cusp of our first big upset of the tournament at the hands of High Point. Meanwhile, in our 5-12 matchup, Vanderbilt clawing back into things here as it's just 26-20. So we'll send it back to OKC with Kevin and Tiff.
Yeah, appreciate it, Jonah. 12-5 has always been the popular upset part of the bracket over the years. Hopefully not here in Oklahoma City, but again, High Point leading Wisconsin. They're showing it on the big screen. Jimmy got the reaction from the fans here when Wisconsin missed that shot a moment ago. But for our game, we talked about it all day. Vanderbilt, a few too many turnovers early on, 6 giveaways, McNeese turning those into 11 points. But also offensive rebounding, maybe too many of those allowed for McNeese.
Yeah, you can't let an undersized team like McNeese State get offensive rebounds on you. And that's what they've done. And of course, we've turned the basketball over 6 times. That's resulted in 11 points off the turnovers by McNeese State. We got to do a better job.
Back to action here. McNeese ready to throw it in. Crowd booed because they took the game off the big screen. 5-second call. McNeese trying to throw it in. Couldn't find anybody. That was well defended by Vanderbilt on a baseline inbounds play. Commodores get it on the turnover.
And now you have to be prepared. They're going to set this press again. Now we've thrown over the top. You're going to get an open look here.
Bounce pass goes to Tanner. It is Okereke out at the three-point line. AK going to drive into the lane. Headed back tip. It regathers outside nickel. T-Nick to the right corner. Okereke, 3. Yes. Roof scraper 3. AK Okereke. A first bank three-pointer. 26-23. Closest Vanderbilt's been in a while. As many as 11 here in the first half. McNeese to the right. Johnson with a catch. A little shake out at the three-point line. Really nice-looking freshman player. Into the paint. Step back after a little shove. No good. Rebound, Tanner.
Now you push. You got to go now. There we go.
Tanner to Okereke. AK driving all the way in. Scoops left and short. McLaughlin got the offensive rebound. Brings it back out to Tanner. Driving. Backs up. Hash mark right side. Tanner continues on the bounce against Dual. Ball kicked and taken away. McNeese leading the charge. It is Archie. All the way to the other end. Lays it up. Got it. Turnover and 2. Archie scores in the other end. 28-23. Vandy down 5.
You don't want to over-dribble against this. You want to penetrate, and then you want to kick.
Nickel, hands off. Tanner goes to the right side. Catch by Washington. Now Tanner making his way down the right baseline. Turned away. Okereke on the wing with 5.5 to play. In the paint, McLaughlin outside to Nickel. Hook pass, Glock. Power dribble, lays it up with the right. Got the bounce. Half dozen points for McLaughlin in the first half. 28-25. Vandy again cuts it to 3. Dual over near the table on the left side. Washington Hedge came out to help for a moment. Left side, Johnson for 3. No good. Long rebound near side. Nickel got it. To Okereke to Tanner. Commodores can tie potentially with a 3 or get within 1 with a 2-point basket. Tanner drives, puts on the brakes. Right elbow. He's to find a teammate. Bounce pass, McLaughlin. Almost fouled in the overplay. Made a nice fake and lays it in.
Yeah, you had a complete mismatch right there. You had Archie on McLaughlin, and really nice bounce pass that time by Tyler Tanner.
4:35 to play in the first half. 28-27. Vandy down only 1 after making 4 of their last 5 from the field. Now to the left side. Archie launches. 3 is no good. 1 and done again. There's McLaughlin. Block's done a good job on both ends. 8 points, 4 boards. Tanner into the front court, and that's going to be a reach foul called on Archie as Tanner went by. They almost had to call that one. 6th foul in the half for McNeese, the first for Archie. 6 on 6 different players. 4:18 mark, we'll see Chandler Bing check back in to replace Okereke for the Commodores. Vanderbilt can go in front for the first time in a long time. Vanderbilt led in the opening 2 minutes, 5-4. in a 14-2 run by the Cowboys, and they've led by as many as 11.
Well, we've done a better job in our half-court defense in rebounding the basketball.
Nickel throws it in. Washington with the catch. Hands off to Tanner. Honorable mention All-American playing the point. Nickel on the right. Launches for the lead.
Oh
yeah!
Woo-hoo! Wow. What a big shot. That was NBA 3 right there, Kevin.
Man.
That was deep.
He was way out there. Tyler Nickel shot that one from around Tulsa to give Vanderbilt the lead, 30-28. Dual outside. Goes to Richards at the center circle. Commodores by 2. Playing with some pep here. 7-0 run. Driving. Archie trying to finish. Got in close. Got his own miss and able to roll it home. Tyshawn Archie ties the game at 30. Against the press. Tanner waits. He goes across. Vanderbilt breaks it. Tanner got it back from McLaughlin. Streaks in, put it up. Block. That was close to a goaltend, but play continues. Now it's McNeese left to right with Dual. Leaves it on the wing for a 3-ball. That's good. Knocked in by Garcia. He's a good three-point shooter at 37%. Eases the Cowboys back ahead, 33-30 with 3:10 to play. Nickel now fouled just short of midcourt by Dual, and T-Neck will get 1-1. Second foul for Garway Dual, their primary point guard. We'll get free throws for Vanderbilt out of the timeout. 3:10 to play in the first half. 33-30, Vanderbilt trailing McNeese State on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
Kohl's Spring Savings Event is kind of like sunshine. The deals are glowing, dazzling, tempting to stare directly at in awe. And with prices like these, looking away is a real challenge. You can get 40% off kitchen appliances, teas for just $7.99 and more, plus an extra 50% off clearance. Yep, Kohl's Spring Savings are looking bright. Shop them at Kohl's and Kohls.com. Select styles, offers end March 22nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Today's game is sponsored by Progressive Commercial Insurance, protecting your business vehicles 24/7. See if you can save at progressivecommercial.com.
The Donut Den is proud to serve fresh baked items in and around Nashville. Start your day with sunshine by visiting their location on Hillsborough Pike and enjoy some of their delicious items like donuts, pastries, muffins, croissant donuts, fritters, fresh brewed coffee, and more. All items are baked fresh daily on site. To start your day off with sunshine, make sure to visit the Donut Den at 3900 Hillsborough Pike or call 385-1021. That's 385-1021. The Donut Den, proud to serve Nashville.
Mr. Commodore, better known as Mr. C by the black and gold. He commands the court, brings spirit to the Memorial Maniacs, and leads the team to anchor down. Ford also has a fan favorite, Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 49 years straight. Drive F-150, proud sponsor of the Commodores at your Tennessee Ford dealer, based on 1977 to 2025 total sales.
.33-30, Vanderbilt trails McNeese. First half action here in Oklahoma City. 3:10 to play. Half number 1. Let's pause 10 seconds for a station ID. This is Vanderbilt basketball in the NCAA tournament on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield. Well, the Commodores have really done a good job, Tim, of settling things down a little bit and starting to make some shots. 50% in the first half on 12 out of 24, 4 of 11 on first bank threes, 2 out of 3 from the foul line. Leading in rebounds 16 of 15, McNeese 14 of 32, 5 of 10 from 3. They've not shot a free throw, but getting stops, holding to one and done most of the time, and then really do some good work at close range.
Yeah, we've done a better job of defense over the last 3 or 4 trips, but again, we have 7 turnovers, which resulted in 13 points. For McNeese State, we've got to take better care of the basketball.
It is Tyler Nickel for one of the bonus coming out of the timeout. Vanderbilt basketball brought to you by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Nickel on the season, 86% from the free throw line. His free throw is good. He'll earn that bonus shot. 2 threes and a free throw make for Nickel. His 5 3-pointers against Arkansas in the tournament championship of the SEC, the most since mid-February. Second foul shot, no good. Vanderbilt trying to dig out the loose ball. McNeese able to hang on.
Now you got to get back on defense here. They're going to attack you.
Yeah, they want to attack. Right side, Richards pulls the trigger on a 3. That's no good. McLaughlin got a piece of the rebound, tipped it to himself. Tanner from right to left. Vanderbilt down by 2 with under 3 to go in the first half. Commodores have trailed most of this opening period. Okereke out at the top. AK works outside, guarded by Colbert closely. Couple big dudes. Okereke down low. McLaughlin wide open and lays it in. Great delivery. Give the time to Okereke as McLaughlin got the 2. He's in double figures.
Well, McNeese switches everything, and they got lost on the switch right there, and really nice recognition by Okereke.
33-33. 2:25 to go in the first half. Dual outside, trying to drive. Good defense by Bing to get in front of him. Now it's Colbert pitches. Knocked away. Nickel got a hand on it. Garcia able to recover. Garcia, hesitation dribble. Stops outside. Here's Richards trying to turn. He goes to Archie with 3, with 2, with 1. Into the timer. 3, no good. Rebound. Bing tipped it. Nickel trying to get to it, but it was retrieved by Richards. Left side, they try again from 3. That's no good. Race on for the long rebound. It bounced all the way out to the other side of the 3-point line, and McNeese got it again. Third try for the Cowboys on this trip. Dual on a drive. Bounce pass. Intercepted. Tanner, and he's fouled.
That's a foul right there. Really nice defense that time by Tyler Nickel. Now you got to knock down your free throws.
And I think that is 3 on Dual.
That would be big right there because he's really been effective in the first half. He has 7 points.
It is number 3 on their primary point guard, Garway Dual. He'll go off to the bench. And Tyler Tanner will go to the free throw line for one of the bonus. Trying to give Vanderbilt the lead. It's tied at 33 with 1:45 to go in the first half. Devin McLaughlin goes to the bench with 10 points and 5 rebounds. He's been fantastic in this first half. Jalen Washington replaces him in the lineup. Washington and Okereke, as well as Nickel and Bing, and the free throw shooter, Tyler Tanner. 1-1. Free throw, got it. Let's see if we can make 2 here. Vanderbilt's typically reliable free throw shooting has left a point or 2 on the table in this first half.
Well, you look at the way we played in the first half, Kevin. We've not played very well, and you look up and we're up 1 point. You got to like that part of it.
34-33, one more foul shot coming for Tanner. We'll see what kind of halftime adjustments Vanderbilt has in store. Free throw for Tanner, drops it home. 35-33, 1:45 to go, first half. Sometimes these first-round games can just be really hard to come out and get yourself established. McNeese playing with so much confidence early. Here's a drive. Shot put up on the backboard, no good. Rebound, Colbert, put it back up, rolls off. Washington hangs on. The initial miss was by Archie. And Vanderbilt with 1:25 to play, trying to add to a 2-point lead. Tanner outside, left off a Washington screen. Okereke was knocked down for a moment, pops up, takes a pass. Goes back to Tanner, crossing over, working against the bigger guy, Colbert. To the right wing, tees up Okereke.
Yes.
Hits a 3.
Wow, really nice pass that time by Tyler Tanner.
Extending the Vanderbilt lead to 38-33, an 8-0 run for the Commodores. Final minute, first half. McNeese outside, it is Archie. Tanner trying to get a knockaway. Archie lobs, broken up at the rim. Grabbing onto the rim was McNeese. We're going to call a foul on Bing, contesting that. I'm not sure how you called the foul on Vanderbilt there.
I mean, there was no control of the basketball right there. That ball was just up for lobs.
Well, McNeese will get their first free throws. After Vanderbilt had opened up a 38-33 lead. We got 50 seconds to play in the first half. And I think Larry Johnson, the freshman guard, is still shaking off that last play. The lob was for him, and he'll get the free throws. First-year player from Savannah bounces home the free throw. Coming in at 77%. He has been there a bunch. He's now 138 out of 179 on the season from the stripe. First team all-conference in addition to being Southland Conference Freshman of the Year. He was key in their triple overtime win in their conference semifinal game. Makes 2 free throws here. 38-35.
Well, they're getting Johnson out of the game right now because he's got a foul. They don't want him to get another foul here. Now you got to be careful of this half-court press.
Yeah, that's a key little stretch here right before the half and take it away midcourt. You can see that coming. Commodores turn it over. Circling out right side, Garcia. 3-point lead for Vanderbilt, 37 seconds. 13 is the differential. Now on the left, trying to drive, stepping back. That was close to a double dribble. Flip up on the basket, no good. Washington got the rebound after the miss by Archie. That was a carry on the left side. I know they don't call those very often, but you can hesitate for a little bit, but not that long. Shot clock off. Vanderbilt can hold for the final shot of half number 1. Not the best half of the season for Vanderbilt, but Vandy does lead by 3, 38-35. Tanner now going to work with 6 with 5, trying to dump it down. Bing with a tough catch. Splits defenders outside. Okereke, end of the half for 3. Bouncing no good. Washington tips it home. It won't count. And Vandy takes a 3-point lead to the locker room, 38-35. Tim, you said it, for as poorly as things went early on to take a 3-point lead to the locker room, Vanderbilt did a pretty good job stabilizing things.
Yeah, I'm telling you, because Vanderbilt has not played this poorly in a half, and you sit there and you look at 8 turnovers that we've had, and you're up 3 points, you got to go into the locker room thinking, okay, we got to readjust a little bit, but at least we're ahead by 3.
Leading scorer for Vanderbilt, Devin McLaughlin with 10 points and 5 rebounds, 9 each for Archie and Johnson for McNeese in half number 1. We'll take a break, send it to Jonah inside our Learfield Network studios. Already one big upset to talk about in this first full day of NCAA tournament action. We'll check out the rest of the bracket as well. Here in Oklahoma City, Vanderbilt 38, McNeese 35 on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
At First Bank, we've always been Vandy fans. And as the official bank of Vanderbilt Athletics, we're also teammates helping cheer on the Doors together. We're proud to add Commodore pride to your wallet with our official Vanderbilt debit cards. Anchor down when you pay with Vanderbilt debit cards from First Bank. When 2 historic Tennessee teams join together, you get even more ways to bank on the Doors. Bank local, get more. First Bank, member FDIC.
Shh, here she comes.
Surprise! They sent a duplicate shipment to your flower shop. Now you have to pay for 1,000 extra carnations. Also, there's a beehive outside your store, and they're super aggressive. There's thousands of them.
Progressive knows small business owners usually don't like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise, saving 13% on commercial auto insurance when you pay in full.
Also, the egg salad you just ate was expired. Gross.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Progressive Commercial Insurance protects small businesses with affordable coverage options. Get a quote today at ProgressiveCommercial.com.
Are you looking for more chances to try out your victory dances? The multiplayer instant games from the Tennessee Lottery feature chances to win up to $1 million. That means you could be minutes away from the Shelbyville Shuffle, the Chattanooga Cha-Cha, the Memphis Mambo, or maybe even the Tri-Cities Two-Step. The multiplayer instant games, only from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun. Please play responsibly. Or maybe the Bucksnort Boogie. What about the Nashville Nene? The Melry Pas de Dieu.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
"20 minutes are in the books. Welcome to the Halftime Show. Halftime coverage of Vanderbilt basketball is brought to you by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Uber Eats, proud sponsor of the Doors. Let's eat. Coming up, we'll break down the first half with stats and analysis. But first, let's check the out-of-town scoreboard as we head to the network studios.
At the half in OKC, Vanderbilt out in front of McNeese 38-35 after trailing by double digits early on. can't complain too much with the 3-point lead at the half. Welcome back inside the Learfield Network studios, everyone. Jonah Weintraub here with some updates on today's first round scores, and it has been a whirlwind of action across the round of 64, so let's get right into it, and we'll begin with our first upset of the afternoon, which came in the West region. 12-seed High Point upset 5-seed Wisconsin in Portland, Oregon by a score of 83-82, and the Panthers came into the day 0-57 all-time against power conference opponents, but snapped that streak today with 15 3-point makes to shock the Badgers. High Point will play the winner of 4-seed Arkansas and 13-seed Hawaii. That game between the Hogs and Rainbow Warriors tips off at 3:27. Then, in this afternoon's action began with 9-seed TCU taking down 8-seed Ohio State, 66-64 in the East region. Horned Frogs are set to face either 1-seed Duke or 16-seed Siena in round 2, and that game is pretty interesting right now, to say the least. The Blue Devils down at the half to the Saints, 43-32. This is the first time ever that a number 1 seed has trailed at the half by more than 10 points against a 16 seed. Jerry McNamara, the former Syracuse star, at the helm of Siena in his squad right now, up against the top seed Duke at the intermission. Still 20 minutes to play between those two, but right now Siena putting the world on notice a little bit in that regional. Then keeping it in the east side of the bracket, 6-seed Louisville survived 11-seed South Florida, 83-79 in Buffalo. The Cards were up by as much as 23 at some point in the second half, but nearly blew that margin thanks to 22 turnovers without starting point guard Mikel Brown Jr., who was out today with a lingering back injury. They were just 7-5 on the season without Brown in the lineup, but they improved that record to the Cardinals despite that 22 turnover mark. And U of L will match up with either 3-seed Michigan State or 14-seed North Dakota State in round 2 in Buffalo. That game between the Bison and the Spartans set to go at 3:27 as well, the same tip time as the Arkansas-Hawaii game. And then in the first game of the late slate this afternoon, 6-seed North Carolina and 11-seed VCU square off in the South region in Greenville, South Carolina. The Rams attempt 25 3-point free throws per game, which is top 20 in the nation. So UNC coach Hubert Davis has emphasized playing sound defense with his squad throughout the week.
They can shoot threes, but they also do an excellent job of getting into the paint, putting max pressure on the rim, and finding a way to get to the free throw line. They lead the Atlantic 10 in free throw attempts and made. So for us, defending without fouling and finishing every possession with a box out rebound obviously is key in every game, but even more important in this game.
And that leaves one last score from the early slate, which was Nebraska, the 4-seed in our region, throttling the 13-seed Troy 76-47. Nebraska 14 3-point makes. Price Santford 23 points. He nailed 7 of 12 from downtown as they will take on the winner of our matchup between McNeese and the Doors. Of course, our game at the half, 38-35. It's been a close one between the Pokes and the Doors. So we'll send it back to the Paycom Center for first half stats with Kevin and Tim right after this. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Vanderbilt basketball from Learfield.
It's game day, Vandy fans, and you don't want to miss a single play. Uber Eats brings your favorite foods right to your door. Wings, pizza, burgers, whatever you're craving, it's just a tap away. Download the Uber Eats app and use code GOVANDY to get $15 off your first order. Uber Eats, proud sponsor of The Doors. Let's eat.
The Donut Den is proud to serve fresh baked items in and around Nashville. Start your day with sunshine by visiting their location on Hillsborough Pike and enjoy some of their delicious items like donuts, pastries, muffins, croissant donuts, fritters, fresh brewed coffee, and more. All items are baked fresh daily on site. To start your day off with sunshine, make sure to visit the Donut Den at 3900 Hillsborough Pike or call 385-1021. That's 385-1021. The Donut Den, proud to serve Nashville.
You're listening to Vanderbilt basketball on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
The Eagles present The Long Goodbye, Act 3, live in concert in Nashville. With special guest, Tedeschi Trucks Band. First Bank Stadium at Vanderbilt, Saturday, May 9th. Get Get tickets now at livenation.com. The Eagles, The Long Goodbye, Act 3. For more, visit eagles.com.
Hey, Commodore fans, the Holiday Inn West End Vanderbilt is your headquarters for week-long entertainment. Stop by the Commodore Grill and enjoy live music from some of Nashville's best songwriters from 6 to 10 p.m., 7 nights a week. Grab a cup of Bongo Java from our coffee bar Brew to start your morning. Brew is in the main lobby. The Holiday Inn West End Vanderbilt, just walking distance from the stadium. The game starts here.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield, under the broadcasting rights granted by Vanderbilt University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of Vanderbilt University and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by Vanderbilt University.
We're at the Paycom Center in Oklahoma City. This NCAA tournament first-round game. Vanderbilt leads McNeese 38-35 to the intermission. Kevin Ingram and Tim Thompson. Heard from Jonah Weintraub inside our Learfield Network studios with a lap around the NCAA tournament bracket on the first full day. Today and tomorrow, always two of the great days of the year. We got basketball from basically about 11 a.m. to midnight, so it's always a lot of fun. Take a look at our first half numbers. McNeese shot it well to start. They cooled off as the half went along. 36% on 14 out of 38. 5 of 13 from 3 and 2 out of 2 from the foul line. Tim, they were roaring out of the gates, hitting everything. Vanderbilt played some better defense as the half went along.
Well, we played better defense. And then the other thing, too, is you look at the stats, and McNeese State got 10 offensive rebounds. We've got to do a better job defensive rebounding in this basketball game in order to win.
Vanderbilt shot 51% in the first half, 14 out of 27, 5 of 13 on first bank threes, and 5 of 7 from the free throw stripe. Turnovers, Tim, a big number. Vanderbilt committed 8, McNeese committed 3, 13-8 in points off turnovers. That number was more lopsided early on.
Well, and again, that's what we have to do better in the second half is take better care of the basketball. When you give up 13 points off of turnovers, you know you're in trouble. And we're extremely fortunate. 38-35, we're up 3 points with the way we played in the first half. We come out and we start concentrating and more focused. We win this basketball game, but we've really got to come out and play hard in the second half.
Yeah, Tim mentioned offensive rebounds, 10 for McNeese, 5 for Vanderbilt, but Vanderbilt actually led in second chance points 7-4. Bench scoring 5-4 for the Cowboys. Points in the paint 18-10 in favor of Vanderbilt. I thought that was where the Commodores really did some good work, making some passes, finding the open guy, and a lot of times that open guy was Devin McLaughlin.
Yeah, Devin McLaughlin really played well in the first half. He created some space for himself, and then you had other guys that stepped up. A.K. Okereke, I think he had four assists in the first half. He did a really good job of passing the basketball.
Fast break points, 7-1 in favor of McNeese for a Vanderbilt team that likes to run. 2 blocks for each side. McNeese had 4 steals. Vanderbilt had 1. 13 assists on 14 baskets for Vanderbilt. 6 assists on 14 made field goals for McNeese. 3 ties, 5 lead changes in the first half. Cowboys led by as many as 11 early. Vanderbilt led by as many as 5. The margin is 3 at halftime, 38-35. McLaughlin leading scorer for Vanderbilt, 10 points and 5 rebounds. Tyler Tanner, 9 points, 2 boards, 4 assists, and 1 steal. 9 each for Archie and for Johnson for McNeese. We'll take a break, come back with more halftime from Oklahoma City. Be right back at the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
Kohl's Spring Savings event is kind of like sunshine. The deals are glowing, dazzling, tempting to stare directly at in awe. And with prices like these, looking away is a real challenge. You can get 40% off kitchen appliances, teas for just $7.99 and more, plus an extra 50% off clearance. Yep, Kohl's Spring Savings are looking bright. Shop them at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Select styles, offers end March 22nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Nashville, there's a new way to cheer on the Commodores. Jackalope Brewing Company is proud to brew Conquer and Prevail Pale Ale, Vanderbilt's craft beer collaboration with Jackalope Brewing Company. Stop by Memorial Gymnasium, the Jackalope Brewing Company tap room, or your favorite local beer store and ask for Conquer and Prevail. Crafted in Nashville, built for good times. Please enjoy responsibly. 21 plus.
We're taking a 60-second local break. Then more Commodore basketball coverage on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the 2025-26 college athletic season? Check out the criteria and follow the year-long standings of your favorite team at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2026 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. The Learfield Directors Cup, powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
When you're on the move and looking for nonstop college sports action, get the Varsity Network app and take the game with you everywhere. Stream live play-by-play from schools across the country right from your phone, free. Catch hundreds of weekly podcasts, including shows from your favorite teams, all in one place. From football Saturdays to midweek hoops, it's your all-access pass to the college sports world. Whether it's game day or just your daily drive, the Varsity Network app has you covered. Download now and listen live for free on the Varsity Network app.
Halftime continues in Oklahoma City. Vanderbilt 38, McNeese State 35 in this NCAA first-round game. In the South region, the winner takes on Nebraska. They were very impressive in defeating Troy early. 76-47 in a 4-13 matchup in front of a whole house full of Nebraska fans who will probably be back on Saturday, Tim.
Well, I tell you what, Nebraska, regardless of what sport, they follow. You know, like they sold out a volleyball game in Husker Football Stadium, 100,000 people for a volleyball game. These people are just big-time, you know, Husker fans, and they follow it everywhere. And really, this is a drivable distance for the Nebraska fans. I mean, it's 6 hours basically from Nebraska. So we win this game, it'll be a home game for Nebraska.
But I was thinking about this earlier. The good news is if Vanderbilt can advance, Commodores have played really well on the road this season for the most part, so they'll be facing that again on Saturday if the Commodores can get past McNeese in the second half. Brings us to our Martin and Zerfoss second half adjustments. What do you want to see?
Well, what I want to see is less turnovers, and we've got to do a better job expecting the press. They're basically going to do that for the rest of the game. We've got to prepare against that, and we've got to attack it better.
Martin and Zerfoss, let them create a comprehensive insurance plan for you and your family and even your business at competitive prices. Martin and Zerfoss, the no-problem people. Few program notes. If Vanderbilt wins, we'll be back with you on Saturday. We don't know anything about the game time just yet, but it will be the Commodores against Nebraska if Vandy can defeat McNeese. Women's basketball Saturday against High Point in the opening round of the NCAA Women's Tournament at Memorial Gym at 6 o'clock start. A 5:45 pregame with Jake Lyman on the Vanderbilt Sports Network. Baseball headed to Starkville for a series against Mississippi State. Matchup with the top 10 team, the Bulldogs. 7 o'clock Friday, 6 o'clock Saturday, 1 o'clock Sunday with Andrew Allegretta on the call. And Predators hockey coming up tonight against Seattle. That's a huge game for the Preds at Bridgestone Arena. Finally back home after the long road trip out west. 7 o'clock start for the Predators and the Kraken on 102.5 The Game. We'll take a break, come back with the second half here. Vanderbilt leading McNeese at the intermission, this NCAA tournament game, 38-35. We're coming back on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
Yeah, it's another day, but what kind of day is it really? A day of doom scrolling? Laundry day? Nah, it's a White Claw day. Because all that can wait. Your friends shouldn't. There are good stories to be made. So grab a pack, grab your friends. Make the most of each day with those who matter most. When you're together with White Claw, every day is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You just gotta grab it. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
It's game day, Vandy fans, and you don't want to miss a single play. Uber Eats brings your favorite foods right to your door. Wings, pizza, burgers, whatever you're craving, it's just a tap away. Download the Uber Eats app and use code GOVANDY to get $15 off your first order. Uber Eats, proud sponsor of The Doors. Let's eat.
With a good retirement strategy, nothing is out of bounds. But without one, you risk penalties you didn't see coming. Join us in person for a 2-night comprehensive retirement planning university course. It's interactive, instructor-led, and covers what you need to know when it comes to retirement planning, taxes, income strategies, common financial fouls, and more. If retirement's your next play, this class sets the formation. Save your spot at retirementplanninguniversity.com. That's retirementplanninguniversity.com. Retirement Planning University is a nonprofit and not an accredited university. Vanderbilt is not a client. See website for disclosures. Go Commodores!
Teams warming up. Half number 2 about to get underway here in Oklahoma City at the Paycom Center, home of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Vanderbilt taking on McNeese. The first ever meeting between these two teams. Facing off in the first round of the Big Dance. Winner against Nebraska coming up on Saturday. If you're just tuning in, McNeese jumped out to a big lead. They led by 11 early on. They went on a 14-2 run to lead 16-5. And Vanderbilt was able to stabilize with an 8-0 run. Commodores up 38-35 as we get ready for half number 2. Kevin Ingram, Tim Thompson, Jonah Weintraub inside our Learfield Network studios taking care of us today. Appreciate our friends at 102.5 The Game in Nashville. Carrying our broadcast, 94.9 The Fan throughout the season. Our friends at Cromwell, all of our Commodore Sports, they always do a great job. Chase McCabe and company. And also, if you're interested in listening on the app, be sure to download the Varsity Network app. That's the way you're going to be able to listen to our NCAA tournament games. So make note of that if you choose to listen to our broadcast that way.
Well, Kevin, we talked a little bit off air. Duke Miles sat on the bench for a few minutes with that second foul, and we need to have some production from him definitely here in this second half.
Yeah, maybe a second half like we saw against Tennessee last Friday, where he scored 17 of his 30 points after the intermission. He was great in that game. And I was talking to him about this experience. He played in the tournament before with Oklahoma. You have a couple guys in this Vanderbilt team with some tournament experience, in addition to Tanner and Nickel and McLaughlin, who played for Vanderbilt last season. You have Duke, who's played for Oklahoma. You also have Jalen Washington, who's played in 5 games over a couple different tournaments for North Carolina, including one year when they made a Sweet 16 run. So you do have that tourney experience, and maybe you lean on that stuff a little bit. I don't know if it makes a huge impact, but at least you kind of know what to expect in these situations.
Well, I think more than anything is preparing here for the second half, because you know that McNeese State is going to press you like they did in the first half. We got to take better care of the basketball. We take better care of the basketball and don't give them opportunities with turnovers. We win this basketball game.
And at the same time, too, they probably roll out of here thinking they got nothing to lose. And they have some tournament success on their resume. They have some guys on the team from last year that defeated Clemson in a 12-5 matchup. But those dudes are going to lay it all out here. Vanderbilt is ready for the second half. The white throwback uniforms with black trim. McNeese blue uniforms with gold and white trim. Original starting unit for Mark Byington's team, including Duke Miles and Tyler Tanner, Tyler Nickel, A.K. Okereke, and Devin McLaughlin.
Well, we've got to be locked in here this first 5 minutes of the second half. We can't play like we did the first 5 minutes of the game and expect to win.
Up 3, 38-35. Vanderbilt ball coming out. 20 minutes on the board. Vanderbilt trying to advance in this tournament for the first time since 2012. Get to a second-round game on Saturday against Nebraska. Nickel will throw it in. McNeese. They come up to pressure. Nickel. Pretty deep in the count. Short pass into Tanner right at midcourt. Garcia was there. Tanner works left to right. Vanderbilt's first possession of half number 2, this tournament matchup. Tanner outside, right off some screens. TT outside. Okereke. Gonna hand it off. Miles deep left side. Cross-court pass Tanner. 13 on the timer. Step back. Tanner, 3. No, it pops out no good. Okereke offensive rebound. Turns around with a jumper short. Foul on McNeese. And AK gets free throws.
Well, and that's what we've got to do a better job of. We had to use our size on the offensive glass.
Garcia gets his first. The first foul of the second half will send AK Okereke to the stripe for 2. Couple first half threes. He scored 6 points. The rebound a moment ago was number 5 to go with 4 assists. Guy's been a really versatile performer for this Vanderbilt team. Cashes in the first of 2 free throws, 78% on the season.
Well, and you like the look we got in the half-court offense. Tyler Tanner, a wide-open 3.
AK, shot number 2, rolls off no good. Vanderbilt not as good as usual from the foul line today. 39-35, in a big hurry. Johnson turned away, outside, bounces to Archie. Balances the floor, now drives left lane line. Contact from Tanner, flips it up on the glass, no good. McLaughlin able to tip the rebound to himself and keep it away from Colbert for McNeese. Tanner, front court, playing the point. McLaughlin set a pick and slipped it. Right side, Okereke got it back to Tanner, knocked down, foul. Whistled against McNeese. I think it's Colbert. Nope. It's going to be Larry Johnson.
I think that's 2 on Johnson. And that's what you like about Tyler Tanner. He gets that basketball. He's going downhill right when he catches it.
Right baseline to throw it in. Tanner standing on the F in first round. In play, Miles, right corner. Shot fake from three. Steps back, takes it. 3-ball.
Oh, yeah.
On target. There's Duke for three.
And we talked about getting production from him in the second half. He starts lighting this thing up, and we become a different basketball team.
First bank three-pointer for Duke. Miles extends Vanderbilt's lead to 7, their biggest of the afternoon, 42-35. Miles pressuring Dual outside, playing with 3 fouls. Miles has 2 personals. Dual, fancy dribbling, now a switch. He lobs it to Colbert, goes to the left corner, thrown away. Pass too wide. Trying to go to Archie on the left side, and Vanderbilt gets it on the McNeese turnover.
Well, really good weak side help that time by Tyler Nickel.
Pressure from McNeese. Vanderbilt breaks it. Nickel on the right. Dribbles into the lane. Stops and goes to Miles straight away. Duke shovels it to Tanner at the center circle. TT going left. Turned down a screen. Tanner backs away again behind the arc. One-hand delivery right side. Miles against Johnson. Miles driving him on the baseline. In close. Wraparound pass outside. Tanner with 5, with 4. Nickel on the left for 3.
I think you're going to get a timeout. Yeah, we'll get a timeout right here. Really nice pass that time. Duke Miles got trapped underneath the basket. He realized that Nickel was wide open, and a big shot by Tyler Nickel.
Here comes Vanderbilt up 45-35. Opening minutes of the second half, 18-12 to play. We'll take the break on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
Mr. Commodore, better known as Mr. C by the Black and Gold. He commands the court, brings spirit to the Memorial Maniacs, and leads the team to anchor down. Ford also has a fan favorite, Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 49 years straight. Drive F-150, proud sponsor of the Commodores at your Tennessee Ford dealer. Based on 1977 to 2025 total sales.
This responsible gaming message is brought to you by the Tennessee Lottery. When you play the lottery, it's important to play responsibly. Know your limit and spend only what you can afford. Set a budget and stick to it. And remember, as long as you're having fun, you're always a winner in our book. The Tennessee Lottery is a proud supporter of National Problem Gambling Awareness Month. To learn more about problem gambling resources, visit tnlottery.com.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
This is Shay Ralph, head coach of Vanderbilt women's basketball, and you're listening to Commodores men's basketball on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
And Coach Ralph's team, once again, will be in action Saturday against High Point, 6 o'clock start. And that will be at Memorial Gym. Jake Lyman will be on the call. Here in Oklahoma City, Vanderbilt's men, first-round matchup against McNeese State, and leading 45-35. Vandy has scored the first 7 points of the second half. And, Tim, seen Vandy get some good looks, knock them in.
Well, you need production from Duke Miles, and he's come off the bench now, and after sitting in the first half with fouls. And then Tyler Nickel, you look, we're 2 for 3 from the field. Both those have been three-pointers, one by Duke Miles, one by Tyler Nickel.
Vanderbilt on the day from three-point land, 7 of 16 on first bank threes. Vanderbilt basketball is brought to you by our friends at the Tennessee Lottery. They're proud to have raised nearly $8 billion to support education programs in the great state of Tennessee.
Well, now, Kevin, what we have to do here is we got to keep getting defensive stops, rebound the basketball. We're going to get looks in our half-court offense, but we got to do a really good job defensively.
Commodores stay with their starting unit after McNeese called the timeout. Coach Bill Armstrong in his first season leading that program after Will Wade left for North Carolina State.
Well, now you've got full court pressure here by Vanderbilt, which this is a little bit unusual look.
Nickel guards the inbounds man. Garcia throws it in play, gets it into Johnson. He runs it across. Okereke backpedaling defensively. Johnson sends a pass out to Dual, who plays the point. Miles comes up to pressure. 2 minutes played in the second half. Vanderbilt leading by 10. And a 7-0 run to start the second half. Dual back and forth. Finds Garcia. Back tip taken away. Goes to Tanner. Now it's Miles. Miles pitches to the trailer Nickel. Commodores couldn't get a clean look. Tanner outside, driving against Garcia, put it up, had a block. Garcia has the basketball. McLaughlin avoids a foul. Garcia front court for McNeese. Right down the middle, kicks it out left side. Johnson for a three, no good. Backside rebound, tipped, and Tanner had it. Might have got fouled. Colbert clearing out people for McNeese. Left to right, Vanderbilt up 45-35, 2.5 minutes deep in the second half. Tanner stops a dribble, delivers a low pass to Okereke. AK dribbles a couple times. Miles, rise and fire. Three, pops out, no good. Okereke, offensive rebound. Trying to split defenders. McNeese trying to get a tie-up, and they will. It'll belong to the Cowboys. You got to make yourself available when Okereke's trying to make that outlet pass after getting the rebound.
He did have an opportunity to throw it to Miles on the baseline right there. I think he thought he could go up after he got that offensive rebound for a basket, but you got to get it out quick because they're going to double team you.
7 points, 6 boards, 4 assists for AK today. Duall for McNeese, right to left. Vanderbilt by 10. 3 minutes deep second half. Duall over by the table. Again, Miles guarding. Colbert for a high screen. Knocked loose by Miles for a moment. Duall regathers. Duall gets it back. He's up top. Going to launch a three. Got it. He popped out wide open, and he went ahead and took the shot. His second three of the day trims Vanderbilt's lead back to 7, 45-38. A little bit of a disjointed possession, but McNeese got the three. Tanner looking to probe right side. Stops, leans in with the left, flips it up. No good. Tough shot, and Johnson got the rebound.
That was not a good shot.
He put it up with the left hand. Now Johnson splitting defenders. McLaughlin is back, took a bump, lays it up, no good. Foul on Vanderbilt.
We got to take better shots than that. I mean, we can get better shots against McNeese in the half-court offense.
Foul goes on McLaughlin. 2 for Glock and 1 for Vanderbilt. In the second half, 2 free throws for Larry Johnson, the freshman from Savannah. He had signed with Creighton originally, did not play there. But he broke Joe Dumar's freshman record for McNeese. 577 points entering today's play. Free throw's good. Add 10 more to that total. That record for Joe Dumars has stood for 44 years. He scored 427 points his first season. On his way to the Hall of Fame. Larry Johnson shoots his second, and it's good. So 2 makes, and McNeese back within 5. Little 5-0 run for the Cowboys here. And the fans here are going to root for the lower seed. You usually see it, situations like this. Miles outside for Vandy. Goes to Okereke. AK up top, handoff nickel, turns into a quick three, no good. Rebound, it's Duall for McNeese, rips and runs. Ahead to Johnson, Bing is back. Johnson lays it up, got it. Here comes McNeese, 7-0 run.
Well, what they like to do is they like to get it off the board, and they like to attack, and that's exactly what they did.
45-42. Bing down the middle, jumps to a stop. Flips it outside to Okereke, short pass to Miles. Duke to McLaughlin up top. Looks down low, nothing there. Bing on the right wing. Bing against Duall, 14 to shoot. Little shake by Miles. 10 on the timer. Miles outside, wanted to go to work to the right corner. Bing trying to drive, took a bump from Colbert, dumped down, and a dunk attempt wouldn't go. Retrieve, right side, nickel for 3, no good. Batted up on the rim, McLaughlin got a piece of it. They chased down the rebound, saved in. It goes to Garcia for McNeese. In transition, down only 3. Duall a little out of control. Jumps up, goes to Garcia. Right side, Johnson for the tie. 3 way short. Into the hands of Nickel for Vanderbilt. Commodores in transition. Nickel streaking to the basket, lays it up, has it blocked, and that looked like a foul, but Vanderbilt will keep it. After the under-16 timeout.
And if you're McNeese State, you really got to like where you are right now because you're down 10, and all of a sudden Vanderbilt took some quick shots, didn't get back on defense, and then they get into their transition and make baskets.
Team swapping 7-0 runs. Vanderbilt 45, McNeese 42, 14:59 to play in Oklahoma City. We'll take a break on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
Shh, here it comes. Surprise! The people above your catering business are doing major construction, and the drilling is only during business hours. It's so loud.
Progressive knows small business owners usually don't like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting personalized discounts on a commercial auto quote with Progressive.
Also, that isn't powdered sugar on the floor. It's plaster from your ceiling.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
You're listening to Vanderbilt basketball in the NCAA tournament. Back to the Paycom Center in 60 seconds.
The Donut Den is proud to serve fresh baked items in and around Nashville. Start your day with sunshine by visiting their location on Hillsborough Pike and enjoy some of their delicious items like donuts, pastries, muffins, croissant donuts, fritters, fresh brewed coffee, and more. All items are baked fresh daily on site. To start your day off with sunshine, make sure to visit the Donut Den at 3900 Hillsborough Pike or call 385-1021. That's 385-1021. The Donut Den, proud to serve Nashville.
For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune to Sirius XM College Sports Radio Channel 84 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
For the win! Got it! Let's go!
Sirius XM is the home of your favorite team and conference, including live games, plus interviews and analysis.
He's got it!
So cheer along with the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
NCAA tournament first round game in Oklahoma City. A tight one. Vanderbilt leading McNeese 45-42 with 14:59 to go in regulation. Vanderbilt scored the first 7 points of the second half. McNeese has scored the last 7 points and kind of right back where we started at halftime. Vanderbilt basketball is brought to you by Modelo. It is brewed for those with a fighting spirit. And by White Claw. They remind you to grab life by the claw. Tim, what are you seeing here?
Well, you got a 7-0 run over the last minute 47, and we're 0 for 7 from the field after starting out 2 for 3 over the last 3 minutes and 15 seconds. So we've got to do a better job offensively. I mean, we're getting good looks. We got to knock down shots. But again, in what McNeese State likes to do is they like to get the basketball off the rim defensively and then get into their transition. That's where they're best.
We Bing to throw it in. Bing and Nickel as well as Miles. And you got both the primary big guys in, and McLaughlin and Washington. See if Vanderbilt can take advantage of some of those matchups. Big, short pass into Washington, left side. Jay Wash against Dual. Hook pass intended for the corner, deflected out of play. 17 on the shot clock. They were trying to locate Bing over right in front of us. Tyler Tanner re-enters to replace Bing. It's going to be Nickel right sideline to trigger. He has Garway Dual right in front of him.
Well, you got 17 on the shot clock right now.
Tanner back across into the front court. Vanderbilt leading by only 3. Washington trying to supply a screen. Tanner stops, goes to Nickel left side with 8 with 7. Outside Tanner with 6. Now with 5 with 4. Baseline leans in, hooks a pass. Got it to Washington. Power dribble, lays it up. Got it. Into the shot clock. Tough finish, Jalen Washington. And a tough catch as well.
Well, that's a really good point. That was a really, really good catch by Jay Wash.
Able to hang on and stick it home as time was expiring on the shot clock. 47-42. Dual outside. Dribbles out near the logo. Guarded by Tanner. Left side. Poked free by Miles, but retrieved by Johnson. He's holding his left hip. Johnson now. Tanner leveled on a screen up top. Left corner. Garcia with 5. Fakes, drives into the paint. Trying to finish with a right. Drops it home. It's a good finish by Javon Garcia. He scored 7. 47-44 Vanderbilt. McLaughlin bounces out of some trouble. Now it's Miles streaking down the left side. Put up a jumper. No good. Foul on McNeese. And Duke gets 2.
Well, we've got to do a better job defensively right there. Let them take the outside jump shot. Don't leave your feet right there. And then create an easy layup for McNeese.
A third foul on Larry Johnson, their leading scorer. Garway Dual, their point guard, has 3 as well, and the team has 3 in the second half. This will be Miles for 2. First trip to the stripe today for the SEC All-Tournament team selection, Duke Miles. Free throw is good. 89% on the season. Almost afraid to brag on free throw shooting, but he went 16 out of 16 in the SEC tournament. 23 of 23 over the last 4 games. Commodores bring a sub or 2. Okereke returns, so does Bing. We join Tanner and Washington and the free throw shooter. Duke Miles, Vanderbilt by 4. 13:49 to play. Miles lines up the second foul shot. Good again.
Well, now you got to have a couple defensive stops here.
49-44, Vandy by 5. It has been tough all day against McNeese. Just over the midcourt stripe. It is Garway Dual. Bing giving chase. Dual one-hand pass. Johnson trying to get in the paint, put it on his hip, put it up off the glass. No good. Foul on the rebound will be called on Washington as Colbert went to the floor. Colbert is a very physical player, and they have not called very much on him today. The foul for Washington, his second, team second.
Did they call that on Washington?
Well, I guess they called it on Okereke.
Yeah, I think it was on Okereke. And that's what McNeese State likes to do. They like to get the basketball out at the perimeter, a guy like Johnson, and get him going downhill off the pass.
Yeah, I thought they called the foul on the rebound with Colbert going to the floor, but instead it's going to be the free throw shooter and shooter on the play, Larry Johnson, for 2. 4 out of 4 today. Been a good free throw shooter this season with a lot of attempts. Free throw's good.
Well, we've talked about playing defense without fouling. And Johnson's the type of guy where he gets you on his hip. He's so big and strong that he can take it to the basket, create that contact, and get to the free throw line.
As Tim, you said, you got to square these guys up, and they have been able to drive a lot today as Johnson hits 2, 49-46, only a 3-point advantage. Full court press. Okereke, boy, he wanted to get a takeaway at midcourt. Okereke hands it off to Tanner. That was a little precarious. Tanner, left sideline, hand off to Duke. Washington sets the screen. Miles outside, directing traffic on the wing with the taller Colbert guarding. Sends a pass to Okereke. AK fakes, working against Johnson. Hook pass, right corner. Catch Tanner, step to the left. Couldn't shoot a 3. Deflected. Out of bounds with 0.6 of a second. You got to take a shot right there. Know where you are.
Yeah, Tyler should have. He had a wide open 3 from the baseline right there.
I thought when he stepped to the left after the shot fake, he was going to take it.
Well, now you got to catch and shoot.
Yeah,
you 0.6 of a second. You got to just.
Yeah, you can technically catch and shoot here, but you don't have a lot of time.
They may lob it to the rim right here.
Bing will be the inbounds man near the Vanderbilt bench. Bing looks. He lobs it up there, deflected, and Colbert comes down with it. Shot clock violation. McNeese had it anyway. Garcia to Dual. 3-point game. Garcia jumps up to catch a pass on the left. Garcia against Okereke. Stops his dribble, goes to the right. Dual on the wing. Against Bing, shoves him off, got to a jumper, puts it up short. Bing runs in and grabs the rebound. Well defended by the freshman number 7, playing in his first tournament game. Tanner out of the arc. TT, end of the lane he goes. Stops, flips it up with the right, rolls good, and a free throw for TT.
Well, what McNeese State is doing, they're switching everything. And when they do that, off those switches, you got to attack the defender right there, and that's exactly what Tyler Tanner did. He got up into his body.
Chance at a 3-point play for number 3. Goes to the stripe for 1. The foul was on Garcia, his second and the team's 4th. Tanner steps to the stripe. 4 out of 5 on the afternoon. Trying to close out a 3-point play. Up and good. Vanderbilt lead is 6, 52-46, 12 and a half to go. Round 1 of the NCAA tournament.
Well, now you need a couple defensive stops and some defensive rebounds as well, too.
Here's a drive. It is Archie. Circles back out, goes to the left wing. Delivers to Johnson near the center circle. Commodores hedge with a double team. Now Colbert up top. Doesn't look too comfortable. Washington out there pressuring. Colbert almost lost it. Washington fouled him as he turned around to drive.
You don't need to foul a guy. He's not going to do anything other than try to pass it, and you can't be that aggressive on him.
McNeese gets a new shot clock. Vanderbilt team foul number 3, the second for Washington. 12:08 to play. 52-46, Vandy in front.
You're 30 feet away from the basket. You just got to back off him a little bit. Let him make the mistake.
Archie lobs it in. Colbert catches, hand off to Archie. Commodores again, hedge. Archie drives to the right side. Johnson for a 3, trying to cut it in half. Batted down, offensive rebound, out of bounds. They give it to McNeese. I think that could have gone either way.
Well, we had 2 guys standing around. They're just looking at the basketball right there. We've got to be more aggressive on the defensive rebound.
I think that might be what Mark Beinken's telling the team as they come off to the huddle. We got 11:57 to play in Oklahoma City. First round NCAA tournament game, Vanderbilt 52, McNeese 46. We'll take the break on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
Kentucky is a place where business is fast, but the pace of life is just right. By working together, we've moved forward towards a brighter future. Now, we're looking at a new Kentucky, where good jobs and a good life are possible for everyone. Y'all interested? We don't blame you. See why our new Kentucky home is the best place to do business and live a good life at newkentuckyhome.ky.gov.
With a good retirement strategy, nothing is out of bounds. But without one, you risk penalties you didn't see coming. Join us in person for a 2-night comprehensive retirement planning university course. It's interactive, instructor-led, and covers what you need to know when it comes to retirement planning, taxes, income strategies, common financial fouls, and more. If retirement's your next play, this class sets the formation. Save your spot at retirementplanninguniversity.com. That's retirementplanninguniversity.com. Retirement Planning University is a nonprofit and not an accredited university. Vanderbilt is not a client. See website for disclosures. Go Commodores!
Nashville, there's a new way to cheer on the Commodores. Jackalope Brewing Company is proud to brew Conquer and Prevail Pale Ale, Vanderbilt's craft beer collaboration with Jackalope Brewing Company. Stop by Memorial Gymnasium, the Jackalope Brewing Company tap room, or your favorite local beer store and ask for Conquer and Prevail. Crafted in Nashville, built for good times. Please enjoy responsibly. 21 plus.
This is Tim Corbin, head coach of Vanderbilt Baseball, and you're listening to Commodores men's basketball on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield. Anchor down.
And don't forget, the Vandy boys will be on the road this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in Stark Vegas against Mississippi State. Andrew Allegretta will have the call. 7 o'clock Friday, 6 o'clock Saturday, 1 o'clock on Sunday for Vanderbilt and Mississippi State. Here in Oklahoma City, Commodores in a close one in this 5-12 matchup, leading McNeese 52-46, 11:57 to play. Vanderbilt basketball is brought to you by Coors Light. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Choose chill. A proud sponsor of Vanderbilt Athletics. They remind you to celebrate responsibly. Tim, you want to see good hustle and you box out and have a chance to get a rebound. Don't let the other team get to it for an offensive board.
Well, I mean, every possession, in my opinion, right now is critical, and you can't just stand and watch as a ball bounces on the floor and expect someone else to go get it. You got to be more aggressive.
Offensive rebounds. McNeese has 11. Vanderbilt has 9. Turnovers 10-5. Vanderbilt has committed 10. McNeese has committed 5. One of the nation's best teams at causing turnovers, forcing 16 per game. Also at the top as well in steals. Vanderbilt lineup has Miles and Tanner, McLaughlin, Washington, and Bing. They have Fredson Cole in for the first time in the second half. Johnson with a little shake outside. Pitches to Archie, who dribbles to the right, switches hands on the dribble. Down the lane he goes, lays it up off the glass, and good. Tough finish for Tyshawn Archie. Double-figure score with 11. 52-48. Vanderbilt lead trimmed to 4 against the press. Miles knocked down at midcourt. Miles went back and got it, though. Kind of ran it down as it made its way into the front court. Vanderbilt with 15 to shoot. Tanner going to drive down the right side, lays it up. Yes. TT to the rack for 2.
Really nice wall screen that time by Jay Wash.
Extends the lead back to 6, 54-48. Let's get some stops here. Outside Cole jumps up. Thought the pass might have been deflected. Found its way to Garcia. Garcia outside, tracked by Miles. Delivers to the right. Archie with a shot fake. Miles gets him on a switch. Archie out of control, lays it up. Block, goaltend. It was probably going to go in. Washington knocked it away, so give him Archie the bucket. He's got 13, 54-50.
And Archie is a guy that is completely left-handed, and you got to get in front of that left hand, force him to his right hand right there.
And watching practice some the last couple days has been something that Mark Byington stressed. Got the left-handers. Oh, that was a telegraph pass, but Tanner got it. Now to Washington right side. TT, shot fake from 3, trying to go baseline, turned away. Finds his way out to the right wing. 15 on the shot clock. McLaughlin up top. Goes to the left. Bing a little shake into the lane. They're trying to take it away, and Bing did lose the ball. Cole grabs it for McNeese. They drive the other way, out of control. Layup no good. Batted up on the backboard. They save it in. Left side 3, no good. In and out. Tipped up again. Cole comes off of the rebound and brings it back out. Got to pull a defensive rebound, Commodores. Outside, a shake by Dual, trying to get in the lane. Turned away, Bing. 8 on the shot clock. Vanderbilt by 4. All the way out to Archie at midcourt against Tanner with 4. With 3. Regathers, shoots a jumper, and bounces out. No good. Almost backed it in. And Bing finally gets the rebound.
Well, Bing can't over-penetrate.
Here's Miles outside, trying to take it beneath the basket. Fakes, looking to bring it back out. Tipped away out of bounds. Oh, they're going to give it to McNeese. Said Miles touched it last after it was knocked away.
Well, and
Vanderbilt's bench is looking to see if maybe a review will be asked for.
I talk about over-penetrating. You get in there and you put yourself in a situation.
Yeah, he was pinned under the basket.
They double team you and you're pinned underneath the basket. If you go in there, you got to know what you're going to do with it.
Tyshawn Archie goes out of the game for McNeese. He was key in that stretch as they are staying around here. It's 54-50. A little over the midpoint in the second half.
And we got to start playing with a more sense of urgency right now.
13 offensive rebounds for McNeese. Outside, Dual with Okereke coming up to guard. Man-to-man for Vanderbilt. Dual with a screen. Now it's Miles on a switch. Dual circles back out. Up top goes left. Cole to Dual. Toes on the three-point line with 5 with 4. Now it is Richards. Steps back, long 2, airborne, short. Rebound, tipped, it goes to Cole. McNeese got another one. Richards to Cole, takeaway. Miles leads the charge, going to drive to the other end and lay it up and in. And Vanderbilt gets a takeaway in 2. He needed that in the worst way.
We did need that in the worst way. I'm telling you, we better start defensive rebounding or we're going to lose this basketball game.
Coming up on 9 minutes to go. Lead is 6 for the Commodores, 56-50. They are getting on the offensive glass. Miles wanted a foul on a screen as Cole set a hard pick. Now Nickel has Dual on a switch. Stops jumper, pumps it in there. Garway Dual, awkward looking shot, but it worked. 56-52. 4-point advantage with 8:40 to play. Washington came over to set a pick. Micah McLaughlin now goes down low. Tanner to Okereke, back to TT. Takes a shot, drives in the paint, put it up, had a block, foul on McNeese. Tanner gets 2 with 8:32 to play.
And I think every time that Tanner gets that switch with Colbert's about 6'10", you got to break him down off the perimeter, and you're going to draw that foul if you do that.
Foul will go on Jarrell Colbert, his second, guy who played at SMU, and that is 5.5 for McNeese. Tanner for 2 free throws, 8:32 to play. Vanderbilt by 4. 14 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. Free throws good. Miles checks out. Bing goes in.
Well, what you want to do, I think you're going to try to get Duke on the bench right now. He's got 2 fouls. You don't want to get in the third foul. Try to get to that under 8 timeout.
Roger Ayers says 1 more free throw for Tyler Tanner. Honorable mention All-America. Need at every point you can get. Free throw, got them both. 2 big makes by Tanner.
Well, now you got to start playing defense, and you got a defensive rebound now.
58-52, Doors by 6, 8.5 to go. Dual against Bing. Little contact as he makes his way into the offensive court. Shoves him away, continues on the dribble. Bing trying to stay right with him. Dual all the way in, close, put up a shot, scores.
I don't like having Bing guard Dual all the way out at half court. What he's doing is he's breaking him down off the dribble.
He's not going to shoot a lot of threes. Okereke in a trap. Got it away to Nickel. Now to the left corner. Dug out by Bing. Vanderbilt by 4, 58-54. Bing down the baseline. Powers up and scores.
There you go. When you take it to the basket, you know what you got to do with it. Don't take it down in there and pick your dribble up.
60-54. Commodores lead. We're under 8 to play. Trying to advance. Dual with Bing pressuring. Pass goes to the right. Caught by Garcia. Returns to Dual. 18 to go on the shot clock here. Lead a half dozen for the Commodores. Dual outside. Shot clock reaches 10. Trying to move left off the screen. Bing went above. Richards, 3. That was good. You see it all the way. DJ Richards, his first 3 of the afternoon. Big shot for McNeese. 60-57. Nickel on the right side. Back to a 1-possession game. Okereke up top. Goes to Tanner. Well, one thing we talked about coming in is not letting these guys believe that they can hang around and have a chance to win. But McNeese right in this game. Nickel sees Tanner shoot a 3 and drain it straight away.
Well, we need to have somebody step up and do things like that. Now again, we have got to get some defensive stops here.
63-57 with 6:50 to go. As Nichols set just enough of a screen for Tanner to be open. Duall outside. Bing guards him again. Duall. Bing staying above a pick. Set by Colbert. Lobbed over left side. Richards again. Sold to contact. Missed the three. Foul on Vanderbilt.
And that's the one thing you can't do is foul a three-point shooter.
It's on Okereke, his second. Teams 4, 3 for McNeese. When we come back, 6:33 to go. We'll check in with Jonah for a scoreboard update as well. Commodores 63, McNeese 57 on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
Turn up the volume and turn up the flavor with Tequila Mi Campo. Tequila made for those who choose to live louder. Mi Campo is crafted for utterly in-your-face flavor. Made with 100% Blue Weber agave. Aged in wine barrels for incredibly smooth taste. Ready for however you like to turn it up. Mi Campo. Live louder. Please enjoy responsibly. 2025 imported by Mi Campo Spirits. Canandaigua, New York. Tequila 40% alcohol by volume.
Today's game is sponsored by Progressive Commercial Insurance. Protecting your business vehicles 24/7. See if you can save at progressivecommercial.com.
Did you know 31W Insulation is more than just an insulation company? 31W Insulation installs only the best products, including Inverge and Huntsman Spray Foam, Amar and Wayne Dalton garage doors, Genie operators, closet-made closet systems, 310 tempering, HMI and quality shower doors, and CertainTeed, Knauf and Owens Corning Insulation. With over 46 locations in 12 states throughout the Southeast to serve you, give 31W Insulation a call today at 888-241-4563 or visit our website www.31w.com for a free quote.
The roof over your head does more than protect your house. It protects the people you love most. At Ostermiller, we understand that. Whether it's a small repair or a brand new roof, we treat every project like it's our own home. Local, reliable, and always here when you need us, because peace of mind starts at the top. Ostermiller, we're raising the standard in roofing.
Jonah Weintraub here inside the Learfield Network studios. And Vanderbilt, not the only high seed that's having a little bit of trouble so far this afternoon. Duke in a battle with Siena with 16 seconds to go. The number one seed overall, Blue Devils 67, Siena 63 with 15 seconds left to go. Duke trying to ice that one away, but it hasn't been easy. Trailed by double digits at the half. Looking to advance to face TCU in the round of 32. Vanderbilt looking to advance to the round of 32 as well. And they've got 6.5 minutes to hold on to this 6-point lead. Let's send it back for the finish with Kevin Ingram and Tim Thompson.
All right, appreciate it, Jonah. We'll check in after the game. Vanderbilt with 6.5 to go, up 6. It has been a battle all day. Commodores on the afternoon, 51%, 8 of 20 on first bank threes, 11 of 14 from the foul line. McNeese 40% overall, 47% in the second half, 7 of 20 from three, 6 out of 6 from the stripe. Rebounds even at 28. But the number that stands out is offensive rebounds. That is 14 for McNeese. 14 of their 28 boards have been on the offensive glass. They only have 6 second chance points, but they've been able to get plenty of second chances.
Well, and the one thing, we have not been playing with a sense of urgency on the defensive end.
DJ Richards will shoot free throws coming out of the timeout. Free throw number 1, rolls good. 77% of the season, hit a 3 a few trips back. That was a big shot. Guy has played over 100 games, and the points today has reached 1,000. Free throw's good. It's actually a 3-shot foul that was committed by A.K. Okereke. Get him back within one possession with one more make. He puts it up, and he got it. Good as a three-pointer. Well, as Tim said, you got to play with a sense of urgency here. Cross-court pass, Miles goes to Nickel. Middle of the court. They pressure and foul, but nothing called. Tanner trying to break down defenders. Bumped along the baseline by Richards. Stops his dribble. Going to send it back outside. Vanderbilt resets. Miles comes out to take it in a 3-point game. 63-60. 6:12 to go. Miles in the lane. Miles turns around with the right. Flips it up. Got it.
That was a tough shot now, Kevin. And that's what we've got to do. They're switching everything. We got to just break them down offensively from the perimeter. And Duke Miles is really good at that. But now the urgency is getting the defensive stop here with 5:50 left in the game.
65-60, under 6 to play. I was watching the part of the play where Devin McLaughlin was leveled along the baseline to the corner for a three. That was no good. Short, Tanner got the rebound. Garcia with a miss. Got the stop. 5.5 to go. Leading by 5, and Tanner front court. Slow dribble by Tanner. Vanderbilt sets up its offense. Tanner stops the dribble, goes to nickel. Heels on the three-point line. Hand off Miles. Left side at the arc. Duke going to work into the paint. Jumps to a stop. Leans around defenders. Put up a shot. No good. Tipped outside and controlled by McNeese. Again, maybe drove in a little bit too far. McNeese has the basketball. Full head of steam for Archie to the left corner. Tees up Garcia. Trying to hit the three. No good. Pops out. Okereke grabs the rebound.
Yeah, I think you've got to clear it out. I think you got to take Tyler Tanner or Duke Miles at the top of the circle, drop everybody, and let them go one-on-one.
Watching Coach Mark Byington direct traffic across the way. Tanner on the dribble. We're under 5 minutes. Tanner with the screen being set up top. He drives on Colbert. Turns around, trying to flip it to the wing. Sends it back outside 8 to shoot. Okereke with 6. With 5. Okereke with 3 against the smaller Archie. Left corner. 3 ball, no good. McLaughlin trying to grab the rebound. Couldn't get it after the miss by Tanner. McNeese in transition. Here comes Archie. All the way in, up off the glass. No good. Rebound McLaughlin.
Now you got to push it.
Knocked away. They got a steal. Vanderbilt a little careless with the ball, and Richards got it. He had a big tangle up of players. McNeese had 2 guys down, and Vanderbilt lost the ball anyway. Goodness. This clock stopped with 4:21 as they look up over a shaken up McNeese player. 65-60.
I'm telling you, Kevin, just the lack of sense of urgency to take care of the basketball. You know, you get a rebound right there, and then you just don't focus, and you lose the basketball.
DJ Richards was more than happy to go in and get a steal. The shaken up player is Archie. Being tended to by the athletic training staff for McNeese State. 4:21 to go.
I think what happened is both McNeese players ran into one another, and they went knee to knee or shin to shin. And now it's going to be a full timeout.
All right, so we'll take the break as well. Got 4:21 to go, 26 on the shot clock for McNeese when we come back. 65-60. Head down the stretch at OKC in just a moment on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
It's game day, Vandy fans, and you don't want to miss a single play. Uber Eats brings your favorite foods right to your door. Wings, pizza, burgers, whatever you're craving, it's just a tap away. Download the Uber Eats app and use code GOVANDY to get $15 off your first order. Uber Eats, proud sponsor of The Doors. Let's eat.
Yeah, it's another day, but what kind of day is it really? A day of doom scrolling? Laundry day? Nah, it's a White Claw day. Because all that can wait. Your friends shouldn't. There are good stories to be made. So grab a pack, grab your friends. Make the most of each day with those who matter most. When you're together with White Claw, every day is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You just gotta grab it. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Kohl's Spring Savings Event is kind of like sunshine. The deals are glowing, dazzling, tempting to stare directly at in awe. And with prices like these, looking away is a real challenge. You can get 40% off kitchen appliances, teas for just $7.99 and more, plus an extra 50% off clearance. Yep, Kohl's Spring Savings are looking bright. Shop them at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Select styles, offers end March 22nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Vanderbilt and McNeese battling here in Oklahoma City. Commodores 65, Cowboys 64, 21 to play. This opening round matchup in the NCAA tournament, 12-5 matchup as Vanderbilt tries to advance to play again on Saturday against Nebraska, which blew out Troy 76-47 in the first game. Vanderbilt led by 10 early in the second half, but McNeese has clawed back. They went on a little 7-0 run to get back close, and it's been a battle all the way. Got to take better care of the basketball for one thing.
Well, I mean, again, it's almost like there's no sense of urgency. You've got to be able to defensive rebound. You got to get stops, and then you got to take care of the basketball. We had the rebound, and all of a sudden we just kind of tried to hand it off. And McNeese, what they're gonna do is on defensive rebounds, they're just not running back to play defense. They're gonna try to challenge you, and you got to take better care of the basketball.
13 Vanderbilt turnovers today, leading to 16 points for the Cowboys. Vandy does lead by 5 with just over 4 minutes to play. 5 fouls for McNeese, 4 for Vanderbilt in the half. Commodores have 3 timeouts. Cowboys have 2. They will throw it in right in front of the scorer's table. Garway Duall into Colbert, hands off to Duall. Duall to the left side. Garcia trying to dump it down low. Colbert had his man beat, lays it up, no good. Knocked down to the baseline, got to get to the loose ball. Tanner finally does. Tanner, front court. Yeah, Duall going to the deck. Now he races back to play defense. I think McLaughlin maybe set a screen there. Tanner slowly dribbles with under 4 to play. Vanderbilt leading by 5. Trying to advance. Tanner steps back, shoots a 3.
Oh!
Splash!
That's what happens now. If they're switching everything, you got to be able to isolate and knock down shots on your own, one-on-one.
68-60. Big time first bank 3 for number 3. Duall outside, switching hands with the dribble. He drives in, sends it past to Colbert, trying to dunk, missed. He got his own miss, put it back up, blocked. Duall got the offensive rebound, turns around, sends it straight away for a 3. That's no good. And, boy, Tanner got mugged. How do you not call that? Goodness sakes.
That's got to be a foul.
The ball went out of bounds. They're going to give it to Vanderbilt. That should have been a foul on Richards. He came over Tanner's back and just leveled him trying to get to the loose ball.
And they're going to replay it. And I think this is going to go to McNeese if they replay this thing, but that should have been a foul on Richards over the top.
I mean, they have let him play for the most part, but that should have been a foul on that play. Got 3:19 to go. Vanderbilt leading by 8, 68-60.
Well, but again, you sit there and you look at the offensive rebounds, and we're just not pulling offensive or defensive rebounds here.
McNeese has 15 offensive rebounds, but only 6 second chance points. But again, you give them more opportunities. Close game with just over 3 minutes to go.
Well, you're just letting them hang around, Kevin, and that's one of the things in a game like this, in a 12-5 matchup, where you're supposed to win the basketball game, and you just don't do the things to finish and get a win.
Well, we hopefully will avoid another 12-5 upset here in Oklahoma City after High Point knocked out Wisconsin earlier. Duke has completed its win over Siena, 71-65. They'll play TCU next as the replay review is underway. Roger Ayers, Brooks Wells, Lucas Santos, the officials, with Garrick Shannon to stand by.
Well, and we don't have a monitor here to be able to actually watch it. But I think it was off Vanderbilt.
I wouldn't be surprised if they gave it all to McNeese, because I thought, as you did, when the play happened in real time, I thought it was last touch by Vanderbilt.
But the official should have made the call on the foul right there, and it would have been Vanderbilt basketball. Now, I think McNeese State's going to get the extra possession.
Commodores led in scoring by Tyler Tanner, 22, including that huge three-pointer a moment ago. He's made 3 out of 7 from distance, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. 4 players in double digits. Miles has 11. McLaughlin 10 points and 7 rebounds. Nickel has 10 points as well. For McNeese, Johnson 15, Duall 14, Archie 13.
I think it's going to be McNeese State's ball.
The replay review is still underway. Vanderbilt's players are ready to go down to the other end. A replay equipment is close to the Vanderbilt bench, near the hash mark on the right side. 68-60, Vandy leads, 3:19 to go. Yeah, it's going to be McNeese ball.
After review, the ball is clearly off of McNeese State. It'll be Vanderbilt on the baseline with 30 seconds on the shot clock.
So they gave it to Vanderbilt.
McNeese State loses a timeout, and they have no challenger left the remainder of the game.
Well, I thought they had pointed in McNeese's direction when they came out of the replay. So.
Well, now you got to be ready. McNeese, their pressure now is going to be tuned up a little bit more. They're going to go more full court right here. You got to get somebody into the middle. Now, Tyler Nickel is in the middle of this thing. That's where the pass needs to go, is in the middle of, there it is, right here.
Yeah, they lob it over to Nickel on the right side after they set up in a 1-3-1 full court.
Well, now you can afford to go deeper into the shot clock here with 3 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, you can take it under 3 minutes on this possession. 15 to shoot with Miles outside. The March Madness logo at midcourt. Tanner passes through. Miles goes to the left with 8 on the shot clock. Outside Nickel saves it right at midcourt. 5 to shoot. Nickel with 4. Shoots 1. End of the timer. No good. Air ball out of bounds.
That's just not a good offensive possession right there. There was no flow in your offense. You just got to do a better job of setting screens.
I liked back in the first half when Vanderbilt was able to get McLaughlin open a lot down low for layups. Just have not seen as much of that here in the second half.
You got 2:45 left. Now you need one defensive stop, and then you need to go deep into the shot clock on the offensive end.
Dual bounces to Johnson. Hash mark on the right. Johnson, top of the key. Picked up by McLaughlin into the lane, puts it on his hip, lays it up. No good. Knocked down, retrieved by Miles. Okereke kept it alive. Miles with the outlet pass. It is Tanner. TT front court. 2.5 minutes to play. The lead is 8. You can be patient. Take it down to the 2-minute range.
Well, I like the ball in Tanner and Miles' hands right there here on the perimeter. Now, you've got Colbert on Tanner right now.
Tanner
deep.
launches, long one, no good this time. Long rebound, McNeese. Johnson got it. Full head of steam against Tanner, trying to take it away. Flips up a crazy shot that's no good. McLaughlin claims a rebound with 2 minutes to play. Use some more time. 8 is the advantage. 68-60, just trying to get to the finish line. Win a tournament game for the first time since 2012. Tanner dribbling with 14 to shoot. McLaughlin for a pick. Tanner driving, drives in, lays it up.
Oh, nice.
Bounce is good. Another big basket for Tanner to extend the lead to 10 at 70-60 with 1.5 minutes to play.
Yeah, you really need one stop right here. You get one stop, you can win the basketball game.
Dual driving, puts up a shot high off the glass, rolls off, no good. Okereke got the lead rebound, but a late whistle by Lucas Santos. He's going to call a foul on Okereke. Going after the board.
Yeah, that was the right call. Okereke kind of got into his back a little bit, gave him a little bit of a shove.
It is only 5 for Vanderbilt in the half. A 7-0 run for Vandy. See multiple 7-0 runs out of these teams in this second half. 1:24 to play, 70-60. The Commodores lead. McNeese gets the ball out of bounds. Right baseline, Dual. Looking for Johnson, trying to get something easy. Slides to him beneath the basket, comes out, flips it up, throws it off the underside of the rim, and Vanderbilt gets the loose ball. It is Tanner. Okereke. Left side, bumped by Johnson. That's only 6 fouls in the half for McNeese, and Vanderbilt will throw it in with Johnson committing his fourth. And the Vanderbilt fans up behind the bench saluting their team. With 1:14 to go, Vanderbilt leads 70-60.
Well, now what you've got to do is they're going to foul you, so you got to take better care of the basketball. You know that there's going to be some physicality when they come after you.
Tanner to Miles, still on the other side of midcourt, goes to Okereke. They play keep away. Nickel, McNeese trying to knock it loose, goes back to Tanner. With 1:04 to go, and McNeese commits the foul, and Tanner goes to the line. One of the bonus.
Well, now all you got to do is hit your free throws, and you're going to win a game.
Garway Dual call for his fourth. He played a long time with 3. He got 3 back in the first half. Tanner for 1-1 with 1:04 to go. Bing checks in to replace Miles for the black and gold. Winner here awaits Nebraska on Saturday, or maybe it's the other way around. Nebraska awaits the winner, but they were super impressive in the first game today. Tanner, 1-1, pumps up the free throw. It is good.
Well, it's been the Tyler Tanner show here the last 3 minutes of this game.
You think back to that monster 3 he made, a drive or 2 that were really big. He's up to 25 points, has 6 rebounds and 5 assists. Vanderbilt putting together the run it needed down the stretch here, an 8-0 run with Tanner ready to shoot one more. 0 for 10. McNeese on their last 10 field goal attempts. They've gone 5.5 minutes without scoring. Free throw again. Good for Tanner.
Well, you don't want to let him roll it here.
Tanner comes up to pressure, and they can't roll it too much. Dual picks it up. 1 minute to go in Oklahoma City. Vanderbilt by a dozen. Dual outside. Fakes and goes to the left. Richards, long one. Good from 3. He cans the three-pointer. DJ Richards stops Vanderbilt's 9-0 run. Commodores face full court pressure. Okereke goes into nickel, and what's the call? Mark Biden calls time.
Yeah, I think that was a good timeout.
55 seconds left. Coach B with the TO. Vanderbilt 72, McNeese 63. And Tim, again, you got to put the ball in play, be strong, get fouled, go down here and shoot free throws.
That's exactly right. And you know you're going to get grabbed, you're going to get held. It's going to be physical trying to get the basketball in bounds. But again, and then when you get it, you have to be strong with it because they're going to try to strip you. And, you look at the way Vanderbilt's played, 55 seconds left in this game, and you're up 72-63. I just didn't feel like there was a sense of urgency for Vanderbilt in this game from a standpoint of defensive rebounding and the defensive end. I thought we let McNeese State get away with way too many offensive rebounds. And against a team like Nebraska, who is so big, if that happens, that's not going to be good for us.
McNeese has 16 offensive rebounds. 16 of their 34 on the glass today have been on the offensive boards. Tanner will be the inbounds man against the press, and he can still run the baseline even after the timeout.
Well, and what you've got to do here is you've got to set solid screens to get people open.
Tanner into Okereke in a double team. AK dribbles into the corner, goes to nickel, deflected pass, finds his way to Tanner. He goes to Miles front court, down to McLaughlin for a slam! Maybe the exclamation point. And a tournament win for the Commodores, 74-63 with 44 seconds. Outside Dual against Tanner, drives, trying to score, scoops and got it. Dual in there for two more. 74-65 into nickel, and he's fouled. Well, that's team foul number 8 for McNeese. 1-1 for Tyler Nickel with 36 ticks to play. Up by 9.
Well, I'm not sure if Coach Bianchi will be satisfied with this performance. I know we win the game, but, you win in advance, which you have to do in a situation like this. But you got to be more prepared for a Nebraska team that's really good in their half-court offense. They've got really good shooters. And then the other thing is they're big up front. They're 6'9", 6'10", 6'11", and you got to be able to defensive rebound the basketball.
Nickel, one more. Got them both. One in the bonus. 2 shots good. Dozen points for Tyler Nickel. 36 seconds. 76-65. Dual driving again. Just don't foul. 3. Garcia banked it in.
Banked it in.
Goodness sakes. He's in double figures. Miles trying to hang on to the ball. And what's the call? Another timeout by Vanderbilt. It's 76-68 with 26 seconds left.
Well, the one thing you don't want to do is get the ball in the corner. You want to try to center the basketball when you throw the basketball inbounds, so you've got options. When you get the basketball in the corner, what happens is the baseline and the sideline become also defenders. And when you're double team, it's like a quadruple team on you.
And that time, dribble deeper into the corner to create even more difficulty. So Mark Byington says, let's spend the timeout right here. Up by 8 with 26 seconds left. Shot clock is off.
Well, this gives you an opportunity to kind of get your offensive or your press offense set, and the thing that you have to do is you have to set really good screens. Probably what's going to happen, McNeese State is going to switch everything, so you have to pick and then you have to roll to the basket, try to get the basket in the center of the court.
It is McLaughlin and Okereke, as well as Nickel, Miles, and Tanner. Dick Miles and official Roger Ayers having a little conversation in front of us. Brooks Wells will hand it off to A.K. Okereke and said it's a stationary throw-in. You take a step to one way or another, but just not too many. Okereke with the ball. Miles comes down to get it. They're trying to trap. Miles dribbles past everybody, tripped up near the McNeese bench. One in the bonus for number 2 with 21 seconds. That's team foul number 9, so 2 shots after this. Miles for 1 and 1. 76-68. Foul was on Richards, his second. Miles spins the ball. Free throw is up, and it is good.
Well, Duke Miles hit a couple big threes. Well, at least one big three in the second half to kind of create some space for us. And then Tyler Tanner, kind of took over the last 3 minutes of this game.
Free throw good again for Miles. Extends the lead to 10, 78-68 with 20 seconds. Duval into the front court. Going to stop and launch a three. That's no good. Tanner picks off the rebound. And the Commodores can take it to the finish. Pass goes to Okereke, offensive court. Okereke dribbles it out. It wasn't easy, but Vanderbilt shows it was built for March. The Commodores win an NCAA tournament game for the first time since 2012, defeating McNeese 78-68. And Vandy moves on to the second round to take on Nebraska. Tim, it was a struggle. And give McNeese a lot of credit. They played to their game plan like they wanted to a whole lot of the day, but Vanderbilt, led by Tyler Tanner especially, made big plays down the stretch.
Well, it wasn't pretty. I'll just put it that way. And again, you got to, like you say, you got to give McNeese State a lot of credit. Early in the game, they really got after us. We turned the basketball over too many times, and then we kind of righted the ship a little bit. We were up, I think, 3 at halftime, and then extended that lead to 10, and then they went on a 7-0 run to get it back to manageable, and then Tyler Tanner kind of took over down the stretch, knocked down 2 big threes, and was able to extend the lead for the win.
He scores a game-high 26 points. Leads Vanderbilt with 4 players in double figures. Miles had 13, Tanner with 26, 7 rebounds and 5 assists. Nickel and McLaughlin each with a dozen points in the day for the black and gold. So, Tim, we rest a little easier, and now we face Nebraska on Saturday, and we'll also face a very partisan crowd for the Cornhuskers like we saw earlier today.
Well, it's going to be a home court advantage for the Huskers, I can tell you that. But to your point earlier, we've done pretty well on the road in places where, the crowds are really against you, and that's what we've got to be prepared for on Saturday when we play. But again, we're in a situation where we didn't play our best and we still won by 10, but we've got to kind of shore up some things, especially our defensive rebounding.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get things started on our post-game show brought to you by the Holiday Inn Vanderbilt. Rest easy, everybody. Vanderbilt wins 78-68 to advance to the second round against Nebraska on Saturday, a winning day in OKC. We'll be right back on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
Here it comes.
Surprise! There's an avocado shortage! Now half your food truck menu is costing more than it's making you! Also, you're out of napkins!
Those aren't cheap! Progressive knows small business owners usually don't like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise, saving 13% on commercial auto insurance when you pay in full.
Also, an ice cream truck stole your parking spot! Looks like you're in a turf war!
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com.